Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Slow Podcast. You know what it is, your weekly podcast in the Sakamichi series idol groups. It's going to be Nogizaka46, Sakurazaka46, and Hinatazaka46. This is season 5, episode 20. This week we got lots of news to talk about. We had a little break last week, so we'll be catching up with some Photobook news coming out from Nogizaka46, some Sakurazaka release news, as well as some new PVs coming out from Hinatazaka46. But before we get into that, I am one of your hosts. I'm Jimmy, aka Jimmy Tweets. I'm joined as always by my friend, my fellow host, you have Josh, Mr. Josh Box. And this week we have a very special.
Yay.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Thank
back, Tam.
you.
Thanks for joining us again.
I'm happy to be here.
Oh, Tam, did you want to shout out the thing you're doing for the Paris
Oh yes.
thing?
If
When
there's
Jimmy comes
anyone
back, we'll
going
do
to
it.
if there's anyone going to Paris, we Sakurazaka Central.
Same thing earlier.
We're doing like a little banner project. They're kind of like basically flyers because you know whoever is running that con does not respond to their messages.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's basically trying to contact the con organizers to try to coordinate something, but they did not respond, which is annoying. So I emailed them like through several emails and anyways. Um, so basically there's someone from the staff who is not me who will be there and they'll be giving out these little banners, little flyers that we will give to everyone who's there. And we're gonna print out a few hundred. And during like the first MC, we'll ask everyone to raise it as a kind of like um, special surprise for the members and
Mhm.
kind of to show that there's enthusiasm for them overseas. If you're going, you could pick it up there, or if you want to print it out yourself, feel free to. I think we're gonna bring some color copies um, and some black and white ones. But if you want to print a color one on by yourself and maybe print out a bigger version of it, feel free to. Just like don't raise it above your head, like kind of like raise it at your body so it doesn't block anyone's view, I guess.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, it's very exciting to kind of make their concert fun.
Oh, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Our chat appreciates you.
Mhm.
Every week I stream and they're like, when is Tam coming back on the Slow Podcast?
When can I finally watch the podcast again?
Mm. But yeah, how have you guys been? It's been 2 weeks since we've done an episode. As you guys know, it was July 4th. Happy birthday, Murica, I suppose. But yeah, do you guys do anything special for the? You guys do anything special for the 4th?
um, I went to see the new Indiana Jones movie.
Oh,
Oh, what'd you
how
think?
was it?
I heard it was good
I liked
or
it.
fun. Yeah.
I liked that they shot most of the movie like on site in all these like different countries, which is always fun to see. Um,
Mm.
in like action films, and it doesn't and like I feel like sometimes I feel like for example in like Marvel movies, like they shoot all these like movies abroad, but then they do it like in a parking lot,
Mhm.
and it's like wow, you did a for like I don't know, I think like Avengers, like they shot part of the movie in like a parking lot in like Germany. It's like wow, that's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
cool. But then like Indiana Jones, you actually get to see like more kind of like historical sites and stuff like that. So I thought that was fun. But yeah, it was entertaining. I liked Phoebe Waller-Bridge and I like Harrison Ford, so it was a good family flick. I like
Mm.
going to the movies, so
Mhm.
that was a good one. I'm going to Mission Impossible next week, and then obviously Barbie. So lots to look forward to.
Hey. Nice.
Good to know
What'd
it
you do
made up
for your
from the
4th?
last one.
Hmm?
It made up from the
What'd
last
you say?
Indiana Jones.
Oh, the what? The
The one we
Crystal
should have
Skull,
named.
dude. Oh, my bad. My bad. Yeah, that one was a little funky. I just remember like watching it with friends in theaters because they're all excited, like, oh, dude, it's first Indiana
Mm.
Jones movie in a while, and just leaving that theater, like, I don't know, I didn't hate it, but I didn't quite like it either. I was just like, hmm, all right, that was a experience, I suppose. That was a use of my time, I guess. Um, how have you been, Mr. Box?
Good. I've been good. We got to hang out for a bit for July 4th weekend. Had some dinner, had some brunch, went to some karaoke.
Ooh, it's fun time.
Mhm.
Um, I'm gonna opt not to talk about that, even though I haven't talked about it on this podcast. I feel like I've talked about my July 4th a bunch of times already from
Mhm.
my streams. I just wanted to say I had a very fantastic Saturday. This last Saturday, I had my Sakurazaka online meet greets with Habu. It was Habu's birthday, a couple days prior. So I was kind of annoyed because like I bought a bunch for last Saturday as well, like the previous Saturday,
Mm,
and I want more of that one because I guess this last Saturday was one closer to her birthday, so it was kind of
mm,
harder. Like it sold out more. And then that day I refereed a powerlifting meet, but I was like, "Oh, it's cool. I'm gonna have plenty of time to get home and like shower and change and like do my thing." But the entire time I was doing a meet, my friends were messaging me because they were having one of our friends was having a housewarming party, and they're like, "Oh, you're
aw.
gonna come out, right? You're gonna come out, right?" And I was like, "Guys, I have a thing tonight." But eventually I was like, "It's cool, guys. I have yeah." I was like, "Dude, I have an online meet and greet with some idol with an idol. I don't think I want to come." They're like, "Dude, it's cool." Just because like they've seen me do this before. Like we'll be in
Mm,
Discord in between meets, right?
mm.
So they're like, "Oh, just come hang out at the house, hang out during the party, and then when it's time for your meet and greet, you can just go into Christoph, one of my friends, you can go into his bedroom and do your meet and greet from there." And I was like, "Fine." So I like drove out, and then like once you're there, like I'm not gonna do an online meet and greet, I'm like half drunk already, dude. Like as soon as I get there, like shots, Jimmy, you're here. So I'm like, whatever, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just like, oh, I just wasted like $90 in meats. It's fine. But
It's okay. It's
but yeah,
okay.
we
I
made
feel
up we
you.
made up for it. Yeah, we made up for it Saturday. What is it? I like streamed my meat, I guess you could say, like, as far as like chat was able to like tell me what to do, but they couldn't see
Mm,
the
yeah.
meat. And what is it? We did some cringe stuff, but I don't know, it was fun. I think she had fun with it. I think that's what matters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wanna get into
Missed
what you
my
did, Jimmy?
opportunity to do one shot for every year Habu's
Oh,
been
no.
alive.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna be the Have you seen that, Tim? The guy who drank a strong zero for Takamoto Ayaka's birthday?
Oh my god, that's crazy. One
Yeah,
whole can for each time
Y
for each year
I
she's been
think
alive?
so.
I think it was
I
for
think
each
that's
year,
what it
yeah.
was, yeah, and then he made it to the this is back during physical, like, in-person meet
Okay.
and greets.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
He made it to the front of her line and just puked, and he got kicked out.
I hope he wasn't
I'm
banned for life because that's just unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, he
Oh,
got
he
banned
did?
for
Okay.
life. He did get yeah, according to that sucks so hard.
Right?
I'm like,
Yeah, you kinda deserve it for doing that, but at the same
right,
time, it sucks because obviously you're
yeah.
probably a big enough fan to drink that much.
Yeah.
Right, like, obviously, it wasn't malicious, but it's like, dude, not a smart
No,
idea,
Mhm.
but,
definitely
Should've waited
not.
till he does catch it.
surprisingly, it's not the worst thing that could have happened. Because imagine if he was just
Oh, yeah.
one person earlier in line.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
"Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
tanjobi, oh." Like, it'd
Then
been
he would've
so
probably
bad.
just gotten arrested on top of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Been a hefty fine, I'm
Uh-huh.
sure. But anyways, yeah, it was a very, very good time. If there's any Habu fans watching this podcast and you're on the fence, um, strong recommend. Um,
Mm.
if you think that you're like not susceptible to being fished,
But Jimmy, we
I have
know you're
bad.
susceptible to being fished. This
I'm
this is your
not
whole
saying I'm
shtick.
not. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm saying whoever is watching might think that they're
Mm.
not.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm weak. This is pre-established
It's a fact.
lore, dude. I'm like literally came into that like saying chat, hey guys, this is probably gonna be my last meet and greet, dude. This is just fiscally, it doesn't make sense for me to spend $10 just to talk to a girl for 10 seconds. Okay. This is money I could be spending on like hanging out with friends, being social, doing something else. I just can't do it. All right. And then Habu goes Tanoshikatta. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe next single. When's next single? All right.
Yeah, I feel like likewise, like, I definitely I mean, I I'm done with buying Nogi. I I mean, I love the group obviously, but I feel like, with the recent things with like Seira, it's like I don't wanna
Yeah,
I don't
Mm.
think I wanna buy maybe I'll buy like their stuff secondhand, but I kinda don't really wanna buy their
support
stuff,
directly.
directly. Um and then for this like Sakurazaka, I was like looking at the calendar. I'm like, I could, fit this here, but I have book club on this evening. And obviously, when I'm in book club, I'm gonna be there until like midnight, and I'm gonna be drinking, and I'm gonna be talking to my friends about books. So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
risk it because I'm not gonna make it back on time. And I missed a few meet and greets because I would buy it on that day, and then obviously I'd be like, I'm too tired. I don't want to do it.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
So I only bought 2 dates on this single, and I'm glad I did because now I'm more focused on being able to make it on those days, and also it's
Mm.
better for my wallet.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just gonna probably wind down most of it until I could actually attend them in person. 'Cause I feel like if I do it in person, then I might buy Nogi, and I'll definitely buy Sakurazaka, but it's obviously more worth it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to save up
Yeah,
your
yeah.
money until you could do it in person, I think.
I uh I fear if I ever meet them in person, like Habu, I think I'll be okay. But like, I've gotten really interested in like the third gen.
Mm.
I'm very afraid for like seeing the height difference between me and Taniguchi Airi and not being able to recover. You know, I want to meet her. I'm like, I need to go home. All right. How was
Yeah,
your
I
meets?
feel
You had some the same night, right, Tam?
yeah, I
Yeah.
had 10, which is always she's always very sweet, and she recognized me despite my hair change, which was fun. And I
Ooh.
told her that one of my friends was going to Paris, and she was very excited about that. And then I met um Shizuki, you, and Airi I met for the first time, and then Shizuki and you I met for the first time. No, for the second time, and they were nice too. I think they definitely have to kind of get used, especially like I think Shizuki and you are still kind of like the awkward ones in terms of meet and
Mm.
greets. I think
Mm.
she's still like a bit rough. I mean, not like she's like bad, but I think she's still kind of like a bit
Learning how to.
shy, and she doesn't
Yeah.
really she's not like a fish or anything. She doesn't really initiate the conversations that much.
Mhm.
But Heidi was her English is pretty good. Her
Ooh.
what is it? Her accent was pretty good. I was very impressed.
Oh, what
Um,
did she say to you in English?
I just kind of like greeted her in English, and she like
Mhm.
responded in English, and it sounded pretty. Her accent
Yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty good,
Mm.
and it's funny because I asked like you like how's your English, and she's like oh just a little, and then like we saw the the quiz results
Yeah,
from this
yeah.
week, and she's like she got a perfect score, so now I
Perfect
gotta
score.
gotta
Trying to hide the
question her on
surprise.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, you said that you were so-so, but according to this,
Print out a screenshot of
Yeah,
the
Oh, yeah,
yeah, I got the
quiz. Like
20 out of
can you
20.
explain this for me?
I feel like when people
That's
say they're
fun.
so-so, they're usually, like, pretty good, but when they say they're bad, they're usually, like, like, not good. So, like, if someone says
Yeah.
so-so, it's like some suspicion should arise.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
that's
obviously,
fair.
like, being humble, but at the same
Mhm.
time, it made me laugh because it's like
Yeah, yeah,
one of the 2 members who got the perfect score in English.
yeah, literally the next day
Yeah,
on
right.
on live tel
Yeah.
not live, but, on, like, national television.
Yeah, I mean, a few hours later.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That's funny. Um, how, uh how would you I guess they're just gonna be different, but I guess if you had to rate just from your personal preferences and experience, how would you rate the members that you saw?
I mean, I just saw her for, like, 1 session, so I feel like I didn't really
Mm,
get that much of a sense,
a
but I
vibe,
like
yeah.
you. I like you a lot, and Shizuki's just cute, so I just like seeing no,
Mm,
she's adorable to look at, so it's fun to interact with her as well.
keeping that in mind. I feel bad because I did get meets for you and Shizuki, like for Sakurazuki when they came in later, right?
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, cool, the new members. And then I think that day I was just so tired that I was like,
Aw.
there's no way. Like, like it was one of those things. Like, if it was a member that I already knew, I
Mhm.
might have like willed myself to, but then I was like, oh, okay, I don't really know them that well yet. I'm just gonna past, and now I regret it super hardcore.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's hard because especially if you're, especially if it's a person you're meeting for the first time, like trying to think of a conversation topic, like,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of sometimes like you hear people like I mean I skip a lot. I skipped a lot for like like the past, like I say the past half a year. I kind of ended up skipping a lot of meet and greets, and you kind of think like why would you waste that money? But it's like for me this thing is at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm like tired as
Right.
hell, and then like I've
Yeah.
never met this person before and have to think of a conversation topic, and I have no idea what to say, and you're just kind of like at that, sometimes it's just like so late at night, you're like, oh, I guess I'll just skip it. Though,
Yeah.
kind of
Mm.
sometimes you regret it, sometimes you don't. But yeah, I mean, it's so late. And I
Yeah.
guess like during the pandemic, like during the peak pandemic, I'd be like, yeah, it's okay. I could like, you know, there's not that much obligations. I could just do it.
Yeah.
But
Degen
now,
hours.
Mhm.
yeah, but now it's like, I go to the I have, like, plans on the weekends. I can't just
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
and then it's too much.
Yeah. I think like as someone with like a very social, like a very finite social battery too. Like
Mhm,
I'm the type of person that in the moment, if you ask me to do something, I'm genuinely excited to do it.
mhm.
Like I'm like, so I agree to plans a lot, right? I'm like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm down, I'm down.
yeah.
And then once it like that day actually comes, my batteries are so drained. I'm like, so like I think meets are so bad for that because it's like, you're applying for these like round one, two, sometimes for more popular members. So it's like
Mhm.
months out, right? And then by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time like you actually get there, you're just like, oh, do I wanna
Yeah,
you
and
know?
it's so easy to just, like, ignore or, like, not do it, right? It's just like you
Right,
have to
yeah,
go to
yeah.
the app, you have to do all this. So it's like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like yeah, assuming it's in person, you're doing the day trip over to,
Yeah.
like, I don't
Mhm.
know, Makuhari, so it's like you're already there, you're gonna just go to all of them. But then,
Mhm.
like, when you're just
Mhm.
thing on your phone, you're just, like, in bed and you're like, should I get" or, like yeah, I know sometimes, like, especially if I would do it late at night, I would be awake for, like, one slot, and I'd be like, "Oh, I could fit in a nap." And then I don't wake up from it.
Yeah. Just
It's game
wake up like,
over.
"Oh, what have I
Mhm.
done?"
It is
Yeah,
morning.
so unfortunately, it's just I mean, it's nice, like, we got the chance to be able to do the online, and I don't know how
Right,
Mhm.
yeah,
many
yeah,
how
yeah.
many more singles they're gonna plan to do this, but,
True.
Mhm.
um,
Yeah, do you
yeah, I
think they're
mean,
gonna phase these out as, we're, like, transitioning back to, like, in person? Or you
I
think they're
think,
gonna try to do both?
um, I could see them trying to do both, but, I mean, like, I guess, the topic that we'll talk about later is, like, the huge increase in sales, for the single
Mm,
is
mhm.
definitely, like, I mean, a lot of factors, but I think one of the probably the biggest factor is the fact that now they have the in-person events for the
Right,
limited
yeah.
CDs,
Mhm.
and they're super duper competitive. I was talking to some of my friends, um, and I think they lost 30 tickets.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I don't think they might have applied for like 35 or something, and for the limited
In person,
CD
yeah,
for the
yeah.
limited CD, like, in-person applications, you do, like, your first round pick, and then if you don't
Mhm.
get it, then you could do it, like, there's, like, first round and there's, like, 1.5 round. So, like, for the ones
Yeah.
that you didn't win, you could apply again, and, yeah, so one of my friends lost, like, 30 tickets because I guess they didn't win the first or the second, round. So
Dang, that's nutty,
very it's very, very competitive, and I think, like, especially, like,
Mhm.
I think, like, Sakurazaka fans really wanted to meet the members. So,
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
if they want to, have high sales, I think. I mean, obviously, the sales have already increased, but I think, you know, I think the being able to do it in person will substantially increase it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely gonna
yeah.
take advantage of that.
Alright. Let's, transition and get into, the topics this week, shall we? We kind of got a lot,
But first, we have a
so,
channel update, Jimmy.
oh, my bad. Go ahead. Take it away, Mr. Box. Take it away. Thank you for the reminder.
Alright, so recently we uploaded some 2 brand new videos with someone who we worked with before. It's Himari,
Oh, you can
who is
oh, I thought you
now
were, like, not saying their name. I was like, "We can
oh, no,
say it
no.
now."
I was copying a link, that's why I paused.
Okay, thank you.
And,
Okay, I was about to go.
we did an interview, And we also did a fun snack video where we gave her different snacks from America and got her opinion on them. We also gave her Jimmy's favorite meal, which is breakfast, and she had some very strong opinions about his choices in life. So go ahead and check those 2
How
videos
did you
out
make it
on the
sound
channel.
like that, dude?
Because that's how it was.
My choices in life. All
Yes.
right.
She
Go
was over there
home. Get
wagging
some
her
help.
finger at
All
you.
right. Yeah, I will say it was a lot of fun putting out those videos. I'm very proud with the way the videos turned out. Joshua worked very hard editing them and getting them out as quickly as he did. Please give them a watch, dude. But yeah, okay, let's get into some Sakamichi news. We talked a lot about handshake events handshakes for online meet and greets rather this past weekend, but let's get into the news itself. First of all, we've got some I guess intergroup collaboration this week, huh?
Oh?
Would you look at that, dude? Seed and flower, seed and flowering. Who'd have thought? So our first is going to be I guess a promotional music video for Hiroshima Prefecture. This is by Porno Graffiti, the band, but it features two of our new gen members, one from Hinatazaka46, Takeuchi Kirari, and Mukai Itoha from Sakurazaka. Um, yeah, it's cute. You know, all the scenes were shot in Hiroshima. The members themselves look very elegante, very pretty. Um, Definitely give it a watch.
Jimmy, can you tell this was shot on a Sony?
Oh, what makes you say that this was shot on a Sony,
The
Mr. Vox?
colors.
Color science? Is it because it's got that slight green tint to it, huh? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Mhm.
I
I
wouldn't have known, so.
I hate this podcast. um yeah,
There's some cool
it's
dancing here. I haven't watched this, so I'm just watching it for the first time.
okay. Yeah. They actually do, for anybody who hasn't watched it or wondering, they do actually interact with each other. They have scenes together. It's
Oh,
not
that's
just
nice.
like you know, like some shots of Itoha cut, some shots of like Kirari or anything like that. Like they have
The way the
like
groups
out in the
interact with
forest.
each other, I would assume it would be that.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's what I'm saying, dude. You
Compared to
know, so
WKQ Fest.
oh,
Oh, no. Why call it that?
my trauma, dude. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I hope that maybe now that like, you know, they're like, oh, the groups are their own thing, no more double Keyeki Fest, that they actually do more promotional stuff together, right? Because
Mhm.
it's like to me it feels like a shame to have like two popular groups under the same label and be part of the same umbrella family and then just never have anything to do with each other, you
Mm.
I
know?
know. It's a shame.
Mhm.
Hope to see more collabs soon.
Oh, we'll have some good news. We got another collab coming out from Hinatazaka and
Oh,
Sakuzaka 46. This is gonna be a real quick one. This is kind of a nothing announcement. It's an announcement of an announcement, really. But
Yeah.
we have a new campaign, another Lawsons campaign, this time featuring both Sakurazaka and Hinatazaka 46. But yeah, so far the page just says like, oh dude, you know, the announcement will be coming at a later day. So I guess stay tuned on lawson.co.jp if you guys want
your
the
favorite
hot
source.
details on that, dude. What kind of promotion we're gonna get, dude. Uh but yeah,
I feel like they do
let's
one of these once a year.
Yeah, usually it's usually like around now, right? Like the summertime one. I remember Hinatazaka had the what is it, that ice cup thing,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Was
the
that
ice
lot?
stuff.
No, that
Oh,
wasn't
I think
Lawson.
it
I'm
was
thinking
something
of
else.
something else. I'm thinking of something else, my bad. Um
Yeah, I
what was
mean,
the last
I don't remember.
I mean, they do. The thing is, like, none of the recent ones haven't been like big campaigns, if I remember correctly. I think they're just kind of like minor campaigns, and they do sell some additional goods online,
yeah,
Yeah.
some
from what I
Maybe like
special
the
remember.
lottery
gifts or
system.
something.
There was like
Yeah.
one, like 2, 3 years ago, like a Hinata one. I think that was pretty big, but the ones since then, I think they've all been pretty small. Like they just kind of mostly like online goods ordering, from what I
Mhm.
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Like, enter the sweepstakes or buy enough things
Mm-hmm.
and you get a random draw.
An acrylic stand of Saito Kyoko, dude. You know.
Yeah, I remember like the one from last year, like the Sakurazaka, they had like acrylic stands, but they were wearing that. I don't know if you guys remember this outfit. It had like this like really they wore it for this CDTV. That's what it's called, right? The after Kohaku, they had like that one
Oh,
program.
the countdown live.
It's CDTV, right? Was it
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Mhm,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. So that I don't know if you remember the outfit they were wearing. It's like this weird, like half white, half pink. They had like a glove on, and it was like bejeweled. It's so ugly.
Well, let me
Maybe it's a
But
good
try
thing I
to.
forgot it.
that was the outfit that they had on the acrylic stand, and it's like I'm not gonna buy that.
Dude, that's so
It was so
unfortunate, dude.
terrible.
Like, why are we like immortalizing this outfit? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean, I think unfortunately, Sakazaka has like a lot of like questionable outfits since
Mm,
the rebranding. There's like
Mm-hmm.
there's obviously some hits, but there's a lot of misses, and that was definitely on the on
Yeah,
like the list of misses for me.
I was watching what is it? The Osaka performance from third uh their third tour, right?
mhm.
Uh-huh.
The one that was live streamed. And
Mhm.
the what is it? That white suit, like the tuxedo dress. Do you remember this outfit with like the yellow as I've learned
I was
two
like, "Say no more."
material? I was just like like they used it so much. I was so sad. Like I think there was at one point third gen came out. They looked great. They had a normal outfit on. It was cool. Then they went back and then changed into those outfits, and I was like, no,
It's so
even they couldn't escape.
yeah. No, I don't like the amount of pants that they wear. Not to be like a pants hater, but I
Mm,
much prefer when it comes to like idols. I much prefer when they wear dresses because I think it's
yeah,
nicer.
yeah.
And like even I mean, like they like Kayaki mostly wore like long dresses and stuff like that, and I think that looks nice. But no, I keep getting these weird suit pants combinations, and I don't like it.
For me,
It's
I
unfortunate.
if they just do one or the other, I'm okay
Yeah.
with. I think.
Yeah,
Like, I do agree. Like sometimes, like I think they do pants the most, right? Like I think we can agree. Like out of all the Sakamichi groups, like
Mm.
if I was gonna bet which one is wearing pants at this like M stay or whatever, it's gonna be Sakurazaka, right? But like
yeah,
it's like pants and then the dress on top. I'm just like, what are y'all doing right now?
yeah. I feel like I don't know if you guys remember the collab, like the Eyes One AKB Sakamichi collab from way back when.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Like
Been a
yeah,
minute,
yeah.
yeah.
everyone was wearing like cute idol outfits, and then you had Kayaki in their oversized white button-up shirt and
Uh-huh.
their giant like parachute pants, and I'm just like,
Pants, yeah,
oh my god.
yeah.
I still it's just you like see like the lineup. Everyone's like Noyu's
Mhm.
wearing a cute outfit. Hinata's
This
wearing
is
something cute, I think. And I was just
Yeah, that's how Zaka fans will never beat the "it's not just a phase, mom" allegations, dude. You know, it's like, oh, which one's your group? It's
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, hopefully the goods that come out of this campaign, this Lawsons will pick a nice outfit.
oh, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
almost calling it. I'm it's gonna be the white suit dresses with the yellow
Oh,
tulle.
no. Don't
It's
curse it
it's
already.
it's just my heart of hearts is telling me that. But yeah, so stay tuned. Hopefully, in the future we'll get some more collaboration news from our Sakamichi groups. It's nice to see that we're getting more. But
Mhm.
now we're moving on to some Hinatazaka 46 news. Uh, First of all, Kawabunga dudes. We got a new role coming out from one of our members, Saito Kyoko. She's gonna have a uh what is it, a dub role in the Japanese dub for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Oh, that's why you
movie
said
Mutant.
Kawabunga.
Yeah. uh I believe the English one is Mutant Mayhem, right? Because I almost said that, but then the katakana here says Mutant Panic, so we'll say that. I don't remember, but Yeah, she's it's not just any small role. She's gonna be playing
Master Splinter.
April O'Neil,
Oh,
the main female kind of like I guess secondary character, female lead, I guess you would if I had to say it. But
yeah.
yeah, good for her. Pretty big role. Someone who as someone who grew up watching, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's kind of cool to see her getting this job. Um yeah. So any of you watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Japanese, let me know how Saito Kyoko does. All right. Um let's see.
I saw a trailer for the movie before I watched Spider-Verse. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, it looks cute. Like definitely seems like a what is it? For like a refresher for like maybe more geared towards like younger people, right? Cuz like I like I guess this has always been my thing. Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were always very like adultish, right?
Yeah.
Like Raphael sounds like a
I never
grown
watched it.
man. Oh, okay. Like his voice is just like, "Oh, we gotta go save Master
Mhm.
Splinter," you know? And then like as a kid, I just never thought about it because I'm like, "Oh yeah, dude, that they're teenagers. They're older than me." So they of course
Mm.
they sound like
Mm.
30-year-old men, you know? But like I don't know, I got taken aback by watching the trailer. I was like, "Oh, they actually sound like kids," you know? Like what I guess what
Okay.
teenagers would sound like. So I don't know. I'm kind of stoked to see it. Like hopefully it's got very fun vibes. All right, let's keep going here. We got some more kind of individual member news coming out from Hinatazaka46. As we've kind of discussed this before. Obviously our girl Kageyama Yuka is graduating. I think we may or may not have been here during the announcement of her graduation ceremony. So in case we weren't, yes, she is having a graduation ceremony. But more importantly for our non not in Japan fans and viewers, the graduation ceremony will be live streamed. So yeah, you can definitely, make sure you guys give that a watch. I believe there's like a special fan club version that's 4,600 yen. That one comes with like an extra like commentary, I believe. And then the normal ticket is 3,500 yen.
Mhm.
Um Not bad, dude, especially with the yen to USD exchange rate. Let me enable your spending.
I was gonna say, I feel like they should kinda start making these a little bit cheaper.
Mm,
I mean, obviously, I don't know, I feel like, you're paying for a live stream, could be a
Mm.
little bit cheap.
true.
I mean, I feel like, 15 bucks would be fine, but, like, let's see, I paid for the last Sakurazaka one. That was
That was
I don't remember what that was.
4,600, right?
Yeah, it was I'm like, I don't know, I feel like, if you want to attract more
$32, yeah.
fans, you could kinda
Yeah.
make it a little bit more affordable because and especially since, like, obviously I understand paying that for, like, an in-person
Mhm.
concert, but
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're gonna release, like, the same exact footage on the CD a few months later,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could make it a
Like
little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
that's very fair. I think the only reason I am okay with the pricing is if but I doubt people are doing this, right? I think the expectation is everybody's just buying their ticket, but it's like
Mhm.
technically, I guess, $25, you can have a watch party at your house. Hey,
Yeah.
homies, come through. We're gonna watch Hinatazaka together, but the reality of anyone actually doing that, right? If anything, maybe people are like streaming it on Discord, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
chat saying is it against their is that it's against their TOS?
To do a watch
I
party? Fuck
yeah.
that, they're not gonna know.
Right?
Yeah. Fucking seeded flower. Open seeded flower, open up.
Yeah.
You're not illegally streaming, are you? As I
I would
watch all
never.
of the as I watch all of the weekly shows and the concerts on my twitch.tv every week.
through an illicit source.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what like
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. For a live stream, for
I mean, you're
sure.
not even like you don't even have like the privilege of like going in person and like seeing.
Mhm.
No, it's like come on, get a little
Hmm.
cheaper.
You don't even get, like,
And
Yeah.
exclusive
Yeah.
content that you don't get anywhere else, right? It's like it's just gonna be the same thing like you're mentioning earlier. So it's like,
yeah,
Hmm.
I wonder if they tried it for, like, one concert to, like, just put it for, like, $10. See what
you
would happen if
should.
they get, like, way more or if they
I
get,
feel like
like,
more
the
people would
same
buy
amount.
it. Like I would buy it, and I would happily buy it, and even if I sleep through it, which I probably would, I would still buy it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 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 Cause see, I that's what I did with Sakurazaka's third tour,
Mm,
right? Like the Osaka, cause like that one was different, right? Because obviously it was like they specifically marketed this to international fans, so I wanted to show my support, even though I knew I was like, "There's no way I'm staying up for this, dude. I'm
Uh-huh.
old, my bones hurt. All right, I'm gonna go to sleep. All right,
Mhm.
I'll watch this whenever I get around to watching it, which is at least nice. They let you watch it later at another time, right? But um yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel I agree. If it was like at a much more reasonable price, I would do that for every concert instead of like
Mm.
making a big deal of like, oh, I gotta show my support as an
yeah,
American fan, you know?
yeah,
Like,
and like
Mhm.
I was able to. The time was not as terrible that I couldn't wake up. I know, but I went to sleep early on that night, and I woke up very early to watch that
mm,
concert, so it wasn't that bad. Um, but yeah, again, it's like it's expensive for considering you're just gonna put it on the CD in a few months for cheaper.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I kind of, but I'm glad that they've been doing it, but at the same time, it's a bit disappointing that they always put everything immediately on the CD. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like the CD, like the contents are like almost never new anymore. It's kind of things you've already
Mm.
seen. So that's kind of
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is
like
true. It
if
seems
they did like a live that fans weren't able to attend and weren't streamed, that'd be more fun. But I feel like a lot of them have been streamed, so it's like, well,
Yeah.
what was the point of paying that much money when you're just gonna get it on the next CD, which you'll
yeah.
buy anyways because you want the tickets for the events.
Because people are
Yeah,
paying,
I
so they're
guess
like,
yeah.
"Alright, just keep it the same price."
Mhm. Like, for me, I
Yeah,
just don't like that it feels like an afterthought, right? Like, "Oh, what are we gonna put as the CD bonus? Oh, we already have the stream from
yeah,
Just
the
throw it
concert.
on
We'll
up.
just yeah, just throw it in there, right?"
I
Because yeah, it's not like, the fact that we have a separate stream and the, Blu-ray that comes out later, I don't mind because the Blu-ray contents are different, right? It's
Yeah.
like the audio's been retouched, it's been
yeah,
remixed, it's like different shots, right? That they actually had to take the time to select whatever the best shots were for each for the like the different timestamps, right?
mhm,
I'm cool with that. I'll happily watch both. I'll happily pay for the concert live stream and then pay for the Blu-ray. But like why yeah, if you're having the concert live stream and the CD bonuses just be pretty much the exact same thing, it's like kind of what's the point, right?
Mhm.
yeah. I think like one thing that I really liked was for the last live for Keiki, they if you bought the fan club tickets, they gave you a commemorative ticket, like a physical ticket.
Mm,
They
the
mailed
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, I have that still, and I'm like, and also they gave like the ticket and then the
A holder, right?
postcard of the member of
Oh, okay.
the Oshi on your fan club page, and it's like, at
Mm.
least you got physical
Mm.
thing for buying, for buying the online concert, and I'm like, if they print out a little piece of paper, I'd be so happy. I mean, I can be like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that much of a loss. Like, at least they got a little commemorative thing, but now they don't even do that anymore. It's like,
Mhm.
it's a waste. They could have like at least made it a little bit more worthwhile, I feel.
Yeah. 'Cause I
Mhm.
feel like with a lot of idol purchases in general, it's like more about buying an experience than it is buying like whatever the material cost of
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
XY thing is, right? Like yeah, like the Kageyama last live ticket isn't about like, oh, look at the print on this paper, the quality, the thick, it's about like
Hmm.
this represents the culmination of this group that you've been following and it's like that's what gives it its value, right? But then when
Yeah,
it's like yeah, when it's kind of made redundant, right? Then like like what you're paying for, right? As far as like the live stream or something like that. It's like, well, I mean, yeah, then what benefit am I really getting from this when I could just like wait a little bit and just buy the CD, right?
Yeah. So that's my thoughts on it. But I'm sure that the Kage fans are happy, especially since for those kinds of ceremonies, the capacity is pretty small for those venues. So probably the
Yeah,
only
yeah,
way that a
yeah.
lot of people could watch it.
That's true.
Because this is which performance is this from this is part of like their Happy Train tour, right?
Is it? I just kind of assumed it was a separate. I'm sure
Yeah, someone in chat
someone's
who's a
gonna
bit
tell us what this is for.
better
I thought this was just kind of like a
Hisama. Oh,
small
it's separate.
hall
Okay, yeah,
concert. I mean,
you're
that's what I
right.
thought it was, but I'm not sure.
Because it doesn't say
No,
part
yeah,
of the
chat's
tour.
saying
It's
it's
just a
Yeah,
separate.
it's separate.
thing.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's that makes more sense, I guess. But yeah, if this ends up being something that's just like a CD bonus, that'd be kind of lame. But hopefully, yeah, I'm sure this is definitely something. Yeah, like you kind of saying more for the Kageyama
Yeah.
fans, right? Like the people who definitely want to be there if they can't physically be there, but just emotionally be there
Yeah, they
to.
want to be in
Yes.
the moment during that time
Yeah.
early enough, so they
Yeah,
pay for that.
since the venues for the capacity for those kinds of venues are normally smaller for like the ceremony concerts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure like the people who missed out are happy that they still could see them graduate.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's move on. We've got some more Hinatazaka46 news. We got some updates on their 10th single. I think last time I think we just got the jacket covers and the title. Now we know what all of the coupling tracks are for the what is it? Oops, sorry, not on my meet and greet. Yeah, for the different songs. So of course we have Am I Ready? The A side. The main B side is gonna be Mita Koto Nai Yo Mita Koto Nai something Mono. I can't read
Something
names. That's gonna be
Mamono.
The third gen song here. I'm just hold on.
This
Why
website's
can't
pretty
I?
nice.
Yeah,
What are you doing,
I
Jimmy?
can't try to switch it. There it is. There it is. Okay, that didn't help me at all. Anyway, so we got a first gen song, second gen song, third gen song. What is it? Another kind of all the Senbatsu members song, and yeah, actually two of those, right? So gen songs, and then two kind of the Senbatsu member songs.
Yeah.
So that, and then we also have the back covers. Those
Okay.
came out for this single as well, kind of doing the same thing that they did last time, where they're featuring all of the third gen members, or sorry, fourth gen members on so many new gens. All the fourth gen members on the back covers, right? So
I
obviously
like how
type
they all did it
A.
on the same set. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
The set's
We've
pretty
got
cute.
the
It's very bright.
yeah,
You have a
yeah,
fan of the set?
yeah. Kind of keeping the same themes with the front. Yeah, these are nice. I think my only complaint is kind of similar to what we kind of had with the front covers, where the type A version, you know, Kahorin's face is or head is just covering the text, dude.
They heard us complain
Oh,
and they made it
Yeah,
even worse.
why did
like
they even put
that could
the title on the back?
All right.
You
that's
already
what
know.
I was saying.
You
Yeah.
already know what CD you're buying.
I can't read what this says in the front. Let me look at the. No, can't even read that one.
Yeah, getting the type A version is like, wait, so what's this song called? I still don't know. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I don't know. This is not the it sucks because yeah, the pictures are really good. I just think the typesetting is a little unfortunate. Uh, the which is weird because it's only the "Am I ready" part, right? Like the bottom text, which is just usually the clunkiest. I think they did the best thing they could, just kind of have it down at the bottom in a bar be inoffensive. It's the back of a CD. It's kind of what I
Mhm.
expect it to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, the additional "Am I ready" on the back, I think, is a little unnecessary.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
But
not
everyone
mad at the
looks
front
cute
covers.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and then, of course, as what I'm sure most people are very excited about, we've got the new PVs finally.
Ooh.
Um, so I'm pretty sure we've all already watched the A side, but let's let's take a second to refresh ourselves, watch it again, and then we'll be back with our thoughts on Am I Ready? The A side.
Am I ready for this music video again?
Oh yeah, dude. Get your motion sickness medication ready, dude. Let's go. All right. So that we just got back from watching Am I Ready? The new Twice music video coming out from Hinatazaka46. Uh what did you guys think?
I wasn't
We kind
ready.
of talked about it a little bit, but yeah.
I wasn't ready for this. Oh, my eyes weren't ready for all the zoom transitions and position
I
keyframing and scale keyframing.
Dude, I okay, I will say sometimes I get a little bit like I don't know, armchair fan pretentious, right? Where it's like it's just I'm so tired of whoever's working on these videos. They're just clearly phoning it in. All right, they're just like I don't think that's the case here. I think a
Oh,
Oh
lot of
no.
definitely
effort
not.
and work
There was
was
definitely a lot
definitely
of
put
effort in
into
this
this.
one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Effort in the wrong
Like
places.
so, I Jesus, like I don't want to like poo poo on it, too much, but I think definitely this is an aesthetic that if you like, you'll like, and if you're not a huge fan of, I think it's gonna be maybe jarring, I guess, in a way, just because it's like, at least for me, a huge departure from what I've come to expect out of a lot of like Sakamichi music videos. Um, the the K-pop comparisons have been inevitable, but I believe that is fair in this case. Like I think, well, like most of the production team did come from Korea, right? Like
Yeah.
I think they were specifically going for that aesthetic and that
Mhm.
vibe, and they definitely nailed it. It's not my thing, right? Like,
Yeah, I think from my perspective, I think it this could have been a fabulous video if they didn't do those transitions. For me, it's
mm-hmm,
just the transitions and then like some of like the motion. I'm like I don't
hmm.
know. I don't know if I'm old or something, but it was so much like moving the camera and like like zoom in, shifting transitions. It was very hard to watch. But
Yeah,
I think in terms and besides that, I think it was nice. I really liked I think the styling was great. I think
Yeah.
they were able to, they did a little K-pop kind of inspired looks, I think, for like the makeup, but I think they managed to still bring out the visuals of the members, and I think everyone
Mhm.
looked really good, and I think the outfits are really cute, and I like the glamour shots, like the still like the shots of the members like faces and like just kind of like
Yeah.
yeah,
expressions. I think that was really good, and I think it's like very screenshotable, very gifable.
Mhm.
But the video
mm-hmm,
itself, it's not it's kind of difficult to watch because I mean, like, not in like a
yeah,
bad way, but it's kinda, just like visually, it's just like it's a bit overwhelming and hard, kind of motion sickness-y. But,
yeah,
I think that the visual is really nice. The animation part, as Josh was saying, like, I guess Jimmy was saying that too, that, they could have had more of the little animation elements before. They kinda just went straight into animated Hinata.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
But, I think it was cute, but it was kind of, like, a bit long, and they could have had more shots of the members during that portion, so
yeah. I think something, just anything to give it more context, or just to have that moment have more weight throughout the music video, right? Because it's like
mhm.
obviously going from a 3D live music video to suddenly 2D animation is gonna be like extremely noticeable. So like you
Mhm.
have to give it a reason, right? I feel like as from like a viewer's perspective, like okay, so she's animated now. What's gonna happen with this? Is it gonna have any influence on the rest of the music video, and like no, it just happens, and then now okay, we're done with this segment. Back to looking cute.
Yeah,
Um,
I think what was nice is that you definitely could see that they put a lot of care into the video. The
mhm.
production is super high. I think
Yeah.
the members probably had a lot of fun being able to kind of be on a handmade set because that was definitely like built on site, right? That's not that there's no
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So like
I don't think
and
that's
I'm
a
sure it's
pre-made
probably really
studio. Yeah.
exciting to be able to be on like a new original set compared to like I feel like most Sakamichi videos, they're shot on site somewhere. Like, Start Over
Mhm.
was shot in like a office building, and the last Hinata video was shot like on partially on like the streets and stuff like that. So being able to shoot a video on like an entirely built set for you, I feel like shows a lot of care, and I'm sure like the members really appreciated that. So I mean, it's not like they didn't put an effort into it, but I just think that like it might be like a minor thing to some people, but it just makes the video a bit difficult to watch
Yeah, like,
transition.
I
Yeah.
don't think anyone's knocking the production of it. The
Yeah,
post-production is what everyone's like, "What is
yeah,
going on here?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but yeah,
It,
again, I think the members probably had fun, so maybe it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Like my thing is like it's not for me, but if this is something that the members are excited about, I don't want to be like the downer, like
Mhm.
this isn't J-pop, this is
Yeah,
K-pop,
get it.
It's like
It's
okay, it's not
cool.
that serious, dude. It's just a music video. They'll put out another one in a couple months. It's okay, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
like, like I, I think we were kind of talking about the makeup earlier while we're watching it. I think they did a really good job of emulating and like the not emulating, but doing the kind of like more Korean makeup style, right? Because the members do have that look, but yeah, like you were saying, they still look very much like themselves.
yeah.
And I
They,
think
they
that
look
they
really
they
pretty. I think they did a good job. The
yeah,
production, like
yeah, yeah.
the
It
makeup
didn't
team.
seem like they were trying to make them look like a K-pop group,
Yeah,
right? Like it's just I think they
they
just used the
enhanced it.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they
Yeah.
didn't do anything like weird with their hair either. So that was
Yeah,
good
yeah.
too.
No one has blue hair for some reason, like I
Or
mean
like
that's
weird like
Cam's look. You
clip-ons
guys
or
can't, yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um yeah, I just I I want to send them a tripod, like guys, just here,
I
just
don't
put
think that
this
would help
here,
Jimmy. I still think
just
they'll
leave it
find a
there
way
for
to
a
do
bit,
it in
just leave it
post.
there for a bit, just leave it there for a bit.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know,
if
dude.
I were to compare it to other like I guess like AKB's style songs that were trying to emulate K-pop, like aesthetically, I think this one probably hit the mark the best. 'Cause I remember like
Yeah,
what like
agreed.
No Way Man from A is that the name of the song? The
Oh,
No way.
AKB one
no way,
was such
man. Yeah, yeah. No
yeah,
way,
like
man. No
I
way,
think
man.
that was supposed to be like I think they like marketed it as like K-pop like inspired and it like
Yeah,
clearly
yeah,
was
yeah,
like what like this is K-pop from what perspective? But like this is obviously like aesthetically it matches it a
yeah,
lot
yeah, yeah.
more. Like it could
Mm.
probably this seems like I don't know like orange caramel or something. I don't know if anyone knows
Mhm.
who that is, but
Yeah. Oh,
that
I remember
style.
Orange Caramel, but yeah, yeah. I think this definitely shows what can happen when you actually have like a and I know it sounds funny saying this now after I've been kind of like digging on this PV for like the past 5 minutes, but like it's like a very competent crew, right? Like if you're trying to get a K-pop aesthetic, don't get a bunch of like executive like producers and videographers who's never done a K-pop video
Mhm.
to like like sit down, watch an SNSD video and be like, okay, I think I got this. I
I
got
think I know what
this,
I'm
Yeah,
doing.
exactly,
like I
exactly.
think this is successful in emulating that look because they said, okay, let's get some people who actually
Yeah.
work in this production. And I think that's a really cool thing. I think
Yeah, gotta give
that's
'em props for that, yeah.
like I don't want to yeah, exactly. I don't want to dunk on them too hard because I like that they're doing something different,
Mhm,
what I mean?
mhm.
Like it's just
Yeah,
that sometimes it's not always going to vibe with me, right?
yeah.
The camera motions remind me of a long time ago we did a slope video where we tried to recreate some cooking like recipes from Kayakite Kakenai. And, I had just bought a gimbal, and so I was really excited to use it when we did not need to use it at all, So it's like Josh cooking on a stove, and I'm just holding my camera on a gimbal, like, like that's how I felt about this video, It's just like they're like some guys like, "Hey, we got the drone, guys." Like, "Do we need the drone shot? Let's get the drone in. Let's get the drone in." Let's talk a little bit about the song, shall we? What do we think about the song?
I'm not the biggest fan, but like I can see why some people might like it, but I don't think it's my taste.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
yeah, it's not bad. It's just very unremarkable to me,
Hmm.
Mm.
right? Like which is unfortunate because it is the A side. So I think I don't know. I almost feel like the energy of the PV does a disservice to the song because it sets up a hurdle that the song doesn't match up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the PV
Mm.
itself has so much motion. There's all these cuts and trend like wild zoom in transitions and stuff like
Mm.
that. And the song itself is just do 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 do. It's just like, oh, word? Are we okay? When does this pick up?
Mm.
Yeah, I think I agree. Like the considering they obviously felt like, rolled out the red carpet for the video, I feel like this feels like a bit uninspired for an A side, especially since
Mhm.
I like the last song so much that I feel like
Mhm.
a bit
Yeah.
let down. But um,
See this.
I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna, I feel like people are gonna be mad at me, but like if you kind of do K-pop production, you could try to make the song a little bit more hip.
Might as well go all the way, right?
Not
Go
like all
hard
the
or
way,
go.
but like at least a little bit more trendy and hip.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
feels kind of like your standard could be
Saki P
released
not
in.
hip enough for you?
yeah. Look, I know I said that I wasn't saying this about the music video, but I'll say it about the song. It just really feels like someone is just really phoning it in. It just feels very uninspired. Like I don't know, like it's just like there's nothing about this song that feels like a lot of love went into it. Like musically, like production wise, like there's nothing interesting in the instrumentals. There's nothing like no interesting hook. There's no exciting solo lines. I'm like, you guys really didn't give
Mm.
me a single thing to latch onto with the song,
Mm,
right? It just it's like a C average song, right? Like there's nothing particularly bad about it, but there's just nothing to write home about it
Yeah.
either, right?
yeah, unfortunately.
Mhm.
It's gonna be like when you're at a shopping mall and there's like be like classical version of this playing in the background.
Mhm.
That's like the most I'll see.
All right, shall we do the ratings? So this is how it works, Tam. We score it music video and song separately on a
Mhm.
1 to 10 scale, right?
Hmm.
This is all personal. It's all preference. 5 being the most average, right? 10 being the best, perfect song, 1 being terrible, would not recommend.
Hmm.
Um, let's and then we always do it on what is it? I'll count us down 3, 2, 1 on go. So that way
Okay.
we don't influence each other. All right.
All
Alright.
right.
All right. Let's start with the PV.
With the
On
PV,
on
okay.
go. All right. You guys ready?
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
3,
6.
7.
7!
Okay. Me and Tam are right around there. 6, 7. Right.
I get
I
a
mean,
three.
Handshake. Handshake.
yeah,
All
as I
right.
said, I think the only thing that really detracts from it for me is the post and the editing. But like, if I consumed the video in just screenshots, I would like it.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah.
it just, it has so much promise that I feel like I can't penalize it that much because I feel like there was the love, the potential was there.
Mm.
I'm inclined to agree. I would even say that it's successful at what it does because I think that's the intention. I think a lot of these music videos are made with the intention of being recut down to make gifs, to make screenshots, to like make fan cams, right? That's how like they these videos like these groups go like viral. Their fans go ravenous and promote them. Like you're gonna tweet like, "Oh, what should I have for breakfast today?" And then someone's gonna say peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a fan cam of like Sasaki Kumi underneath. Like
Please.
like I feel like it's successful in that. It's just that it's super not my thing. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, maybe I am just old, but I did feel a little queasy the first time I watched this. Like, and so that I just had to bump it down. All right, Josh,
Yeah.
explain your 3.
So 5 being an average Hinatazaka A side music video. I had to give this lower than a 5. And I almost gave it a 4 just because, like, we're mentioning the efforts there, the production is super solid. But for me, I think that just goes to prove that, like, post-production can be really important when it comes to videos,
Mhm.
and just the power that it holds over something like this where, like, the main complaint all of us had was the post-production. And
Mhm.
I think especially with the way I look at videos, I look at post-production a lot, so for me, it was a heavy influence,
Mhm.
and it was just a little bit too distracting, too repetitive, and not the biggest fan of it. But I do appreciate the production side, which is why I still gave it a 3. If the production side wasn't all there, it would've been probably lower for me.
Wow, that's already pretty low.
Yeah, it's okay comment section. I think Josh has been putting out some troll ratings lately. I don't
What are you talking
know.
about?
It's okay. We'll talk about this later. We're gonna talk about this later, Tam. I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
need you
Alright, we need an
later
opinion from
to
you,
to
yeah.
settle a discussion between us. Okay, but
Alright,
let's do the song next. Let's do the song.
okay.
Um, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. 5.
4.
3.
Oh, okay,
All right,
okay.
we're all kind of like around
Yeah,
there. All
yeah.
right, all right. What would you like to explain your 3, Tam?
It's just is not interesting to listen to.
Mm,
I don't think I
that's
will ever listen to this song unless it's at a concert.
Uh-huh.
It is not
mm.
going on any playlist of mine.
Oh, yeah, 100% agree. 100%. Yeah,
I'm
it's
never
it's
going to listen. I'm not gonna willingly listen to the song again.
yeah, like, I'm never gonna hum it, like, it's never gonna come to mind and hum it. It's like, it's
What?
one ear out the other for me as
You're
well.
telling me you're not at the gym, Josh? Not working out in your backyard, hitting a heavy
Do,
bench
do, do,
press.
do.
Do, 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 do. Dude, yeah, I can agree. I think I'm on that copium. I feel like I was like, I'm sure if I listen to this song like 15 more times, oh, it's gonna grow on me. It's gonna grow on me. Like that's what I'm telling myself. But yeah, for me, it's just I kind of give it a 5 just because I was like, it's such a milk toast song. I suppose it's like not particularly bad. It's just there. But I think both of you guys are very valid. Josh, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, uh, not super memorable. I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to it. If it comes up, I'll probably be like, "Oh, we could go to the next song." And yeah, I just think the rest of their A sides are much stronger than this, so it can't be a 5.
That's true. That is actually true. I'm almost convincing myself down, but it's too late. I already put it in the air. I already put it in the air. It's done now. But we got another video. It's been a 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
we got another music video. This time it's going to be from our fourth gen members.
Oh.
So same thing. We're gonna cut away. We're gonna watch that, and then we'll be back with our thoughts on the third gen or fourth gen. I keep saying third gen. Oh, wrong group. Fourth gen song. And we're back from watching the new fourth gen music video. I think Mita Koto Nai Mamono, right? What did you guys think of that?
I liked the video. I liked how bright it was. I felt like it kind of
Mm.
captured the essence of the song and the freshness of the new gen. The
Mhm.
colors are bright. I think I already said that. But yeah, I thought it was cute. Um, as you were saying, it does feel it could be like the A side of another group, um, in terms of video.
Mhm.
But it wasn't like anything like groundbreaking. But it was like it was enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very like, okay, this is like a cute idly
Mhm.
music
Mhm.
video, right? Like
Mhm,
yeah, especially yeah, something that kind of fits what you're saying, the vibe, like the freshness of
mhm,
young gen.
Mhm.
I I didn't notice this before, but I like randomly when I was streaming yesterday, ran across a meme video. It was like it was this music video, but then like the thumbnail was this music video, but then it had the Magnificent Seven in the front, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And I clicked on it, and it's because of the dun 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 theme, and now I can't unhear it. Every time
Oh,
I
no.
listen to this, I'm just like, "Oh, they're just a bunch of rootin' tootin' cowboys, dude." Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't mean to say this in a negative way. I mean, I guess it is kind of a negative if I'm just gonna be honest. I just don't really have much to say about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad. Like, it's cool. It's cute. You know, like I'm sure if you're like a third gen fan, you're or why do I keep saying that? Fourth gen fan, you're living now, especially the Kahori Noshis, I'm sure. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was just like okay, it was cool. I think kind of the same vein. This isn't probably gonna be one that I really throw on that often. Like I'm not driving in my car like, hey yo, someone put on Mita Koto Nai Mamono real fast, dude. Like which is I don't know, to me kind of unfortunate because I thought this would be my jam from this because
Mm,
I really like that cute, bright bubblegum pop
mm.
idly sound. So I
Mm,
was hoping this was gonna lean more heavily into that.
yeah. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about. Besides, I already said what I needed to say about the video and the song. I don't really think there's much to say. Um, I do think that some of these songs are way too long. Considering they don't really go anywhere. Like they don't really have like an interesting bridge or something to go to
Mm.
the last
Yeah, yeah,
chorus.
yeah.
So it's just kind of like 4 minutes, 30 seconds of the same
Verse,
thing
chorus,
throughout. And like
verse,
it just
chorus.
and it's like I don't know. I feel like, considering these groups are so concert heavy, I feel like, if you're gonna make them perform for 30, per song, at least try to make it a little more interesting.
Yeah, yeah. This
Um,
this is
Mm.
definitely one if I'm watching live, I'm like, we can do the short version. It's all right. Like
mhm.
I don't really need to keep doing this part. What
I
are your
feel like
thoughts, Josh?
I'm on the fence on it. I'm like, I can either like after listening to it a couple more times, I feel like I can like it, or I can just be like, okay, it's whatever. I feel like it's teetering that line for me right now in terms of song. I do like the melody of the chorus, but the rest of it, like you guys are saying, it's kind of just like there. It's not really like helping it out as much. So maybe I'll like when I listen to the full single, I'll like listen to it a couple times, just be like, let me feel this out. But right now, it's not drawing drawing much out of me. The music video I do like though. Like we've seen it before, yes, but I feel like they did some interesting things with the music video itself. The
Yeah.
colors were very strong with the blue.
Mhm.
You could even see it a little bit in the shadow in the color grading. Lighting was nice all throughout. Like you can tell it's very intentionally shot. You can tell everything was set up, and the editing was interesting. They did a lot of match cuts in there with like different scenes, and there's a lot of variety of shots, which I always appreciate. So I do think this is edited better than the A side.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
I think that's a very, very fair take, Mr. Box.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I think the this is I don't know, maybe another instance of the music video not really servicing the song very well. In the sense that I actually, yeah, I agree. I like this music video quite a bit. I think it's very cute. It's very refreshing. I was hoping this song would kind of have more
Mm,
of a
mm,
vibe that matches that, right? Something very kind of upbeat, uplifting, I
Yeah.
guess, you know?
I think what would have been nice is, yeah, sorry, this is the commentary on the video, not on the song, but I think would have been nice if, like, during the last scene when they're dancing in the pool, if they had worn the costumes of the worn like new costumes, like the costumes from the song.
Mhm.
At least like change it up a little bit at the end, but they just go
Yeah, yeah,
the whole
yeah.
time.
because it's
As
mostly
soon
towards the
as you
end.
said that, I super agree. I think it needs something to change it up, right? Like
Mm.
just I don't know, have like a transition, I suppose, you
Like
know?
a zoom transition.
No, no, not like that, but like in in like like a different phase in the music video,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It
especially
it
during the
kind of
end, 'cause
never
the last minute is
yeah.
very much just like, "Okay, here's all
Mhm.
pool for the rest of the music video."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like and which, would have been fine if yeah, maybe they had like a performance outfit on during that or
Mm.
something, right?
But
yeah.
they changed up the scenery.
Mhm. Someone in chat earlier said that this is the best fourth gen song so far, and I'm very sadly inclined to agree. Like I have not really liked any of their
Mm,
their
that's true.
songs. Like so they have this one, there was Coelacanth, which I can't tell you what it sounds like besides the
True.
title is Coelacanth, right? And then Blueberry Raspberry, which is a very poorly put together song, but I can at
I
least
remember that
remember.
one. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't think I listened to the last one, but I remember Blueberry one. I
Hmm.
mean, the fact that I could still remember it, I guess, means something.
Yeah, it's like it's something, right?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Considering I'm like I don't know, the most recent singles. I mean, like I obviously listen to like Sakurazaka, but like Nogi and like Hinatazaka, just like in one ear, out the other. I don't remember what
Mm.
they sound like at all. But I do
yeah,
remember the
yeah.
Blueberry
Blueberry. Like,
song.
easy, easy. Yeah, it's unfortunate because like I maybe it's just my paternal instincts kicking in, you know. I'm very like, oh, all new Sakamichi members must be protected at all costs. I gotta raise them up, you know. Shogenji, as we found out, is my niece. So I'm very protective of them, but it just sucks. I wish I had a song
Mm.
by them that I could really like.
No, I'm
Okay.
inclined to agree that this is probably the best 4th gen song that we gotten, which is not saying much.
Yeah. Please, someone give fourth gen a good song. All right. I want to like equally love all of the new Sakamichi gens. You know, I
Mm.
want to love fourth gen as much as I love like Sakurazaka third gen. I want to love them as much as I love Nogizaka fifth gen. But like, man, Nogizaka fifth gen has some bangers. You know, like Sakurazaka third gen. Uh, was it Natsu no Chikamichi? Ooh, right. And then what's their new one? I'm not as big of a fan of their
uh,
new one, but it's good. I like
Something no
Seijaku no
Boryoku.
Boryoku.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So please, Hinatazaka, please help out Fortune. I'm begging you. Let's give it our rating, shall we? Do the same thing as we did for the A side. We'll start with the PV on go. 3, 2, 1, go. 7.
6.
7.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought I was
damn.
gonna
All
be the
right, all
highest.
right, all right.
Yeah, I was bordering on 6 and 7, but I mean
Mhm.
it's like pleasant to look at, so I'll
Yeah.
keep it at 7. I think it would have been a 9 if they had changed the costumes.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I'm inclined to agree. It's just it's a very nice music video aesthetically. It could use a little bit more pizzazzing for
Yeah.
sure,
Mhm.
right? Just something to make it stand out besides like, oh, it's a cute school themed music video. Here's some seifuku. Oh, they're dancing in the pool. Like I think the pool shots actually did kind of help it out. I've seen some very goofy looking underwater shots in music videos before. I
Mm.
think they did these very well.
Mm. Good point.
So it's definitely above average, right? So that's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
ended up giving it a 7. But yeah, you just needed something to really elevate it.
Yeah, like, I think it's solid, like, it's definitely above average, so that's why I gave it the 6, and I think what helped it was the editing itself. The music video looked nice and everything, but it wasn't anything that was too different from something we've seen before. Like, I think we've seen it done
Mm,
before, and it's kinda like, "Okay, here's another one to add to the list," and it just kinda,
yeah.
like, falls in that list.
Um, okay, let's rate the songs now, or the song itself now musically. On go. 3, 2, 1, go. 5.
4.
6.
Oh, kind
Okay,
of,
okay,
yeah, along.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think like I
What are
mentioned
your
earlier, I
thoughts?
was, like, borderline on it,
Mm,
I'm like, I still think it's good, but I'm not, like, amazed 100% by it, but, like, I'm very teeter-tottery right now, so it could go like, a 4 or it could go up to a 7 for me. So I'm just gonna go somewhere in the middle, like a 6.
Mm. I just
that's
think
that's
it's
that's a
too long.
wild range, Josh.
I know it is, because it's like right there, it's like, it could almost be boring where, like, I've heard it before, but it could also be like, "Oh, I latch onto different things from it." So,
Mm,
need a couple listens.
I think it's I don't remember how it sounds like anymore. I can't even tell you what it sounds like anymore, so I can't give it higher than a 5.
Uh-huh.
mm,
I mean,
yeah,
it's like
for me, it's
it's
just
pleasant. It's like it's not offensive.
Yeah.
but I can't. It's not memorable and it's long. I think like I do have. I feel like lately in K-pop the songs are too short, but I think in J-pop the songs are just still too long.
That's I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I
like
think
it's
for me,
like
oh,
4 minutes should be tops, I think. I mean, I guess for B-side it's fine, but like for a single, I don't think a song should pass 4 minutes unless you have like a
yeah,
really cool bridge.
yeah, like something to like actually make it worth that time,
Yeah,
right?
build
Yeah,
up
like
to it.
like
If it's
you
just
have a cool bridge and then you go like one
mhm.
key higher for the end chorus. Like, yes, give me
Yeah,
that
Very
four
good.
and a
gotta
half minute song. But it's just kind of
yeah.
like,
If you're just giving me the same chorus 2 times at the end, I don't need it, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah. I think for me it's very like honestly, this song got saved to a 5 because I saw that stupid meme video with the Magnificent Seven. Like, cause now I'm like dun 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 dun. I'm just like, yeah, dude, like I was like, oh yeah, dude, I'm the most rootin' tootin'est cowboy out in the West. So I at least I can like have some melody to like latch onto.
Mhm,
But if it wasn't for that, I'd be like, yeah, this
Saved.
song's like a 4,
mhm.
like a 4 tops, dude. But yeah, we'll see. We still got some more songs coming out from Hinatazaka as time goes on. As we go a little bit later into the promotion cycle. Hopefully, one of these songs will climb out to be the hidden banger. After like maybe one of the third gen songs usually pop off. I'm hoping. So we will we will see. But yeah,
Yep.
that's gonna be it for the new PVs from Hinatazaka46, which means that's also gonna be it for our Hinatazaka46 news. Gonna move on to Sakurazaka46. Not a lot of news coming out for them right now, dude. They're on their victory lap. Let's put it that way. They're
Mm,
they're doing good right now. We talked about it. Sakura, what is it? Their new single, "Start Over." I was about to say Sakurazaki. "Start Over" came out while we were officially released. I think just after our last episode.
Yeah.
Um, and so we got some first week sales for them. Let's see. I believe, yeah, we got from Billboard Japan. They if once this loads, if this will load. Their first week sales was 523,606
Mm.
copies. I think that's like what almost 200,000 more than their previous single, right?
wow.
I think it was like in the 300,000s. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly, but pretty big jump. And
Yeah, of
obviously, we're talking about a lot of factors are coming to play here. Obviously,
course.
like the online or like the in-person meet and greet or handshake events being a thing is probably like a
Mhm.
huge contributing factor. But I think
Mhm,
also just this was a good song, dude. I
Yeah.
think this was a really good song and they promoted it well, you know.
Mhm.
So we also have the what is it, double platinum certification from the Recording Industry Association of
woo.
Japan. So yeah, where was it? Right here. Yep. So yeah, good for them, dude.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's very well deserved. Have you guys listened to all of the tracks yet? Now that the single itself is out.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm. Do you guys want to talk about it? Want to share our thoughts? I have a question for Tam later.
Okay.
As we continue discussion, we gotta settle a heated debate in this
All right.
podcast. But
Okay.
before that,
I mostly just listened to the A side and the Seijaku no Boryoku. I don't remember the other songs right now. Oh, I like the drone song was cute.
we're on a good start. All right, we're on a good start. All right, all
I like,
right.
Start Over and Kazanoto. I think those are my
Yeah,
2 standouts for sure for the single.
Mhm.
yeah. Kaze no Oto is definitely up there. I think Seijaku no Boryoku has grown on me. I it wasn't bad, but I think I was a little bit disappointed at first, but not because of anything in the song, but just for my own expectations. I think I was such a Natsuno Chikamichi fan,
Mm.
that I was like ready for like give me something energetic and cute again, and I'm
Mm.
like, oh shit, this is kind of angsty and emo, but it's fine. It's good. It's good. You know, like so once that like initial kind of expectation was gone and I've gone back to listen to it, I've definitely enjoyed it more. Um,
I just
but yeah.
remember I
Mhm.
first listened to Natsu no Chikamichi. I was in Japan at that moment. I was in K-Books in Akihabara, and I was like, "Oh my god, the new fourth third gen song."
For
No,
Jenny.
the opposite of you. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
I put it in my phone to start listening, and I'm just like, "Damn, the song is so long." And I closed it out before I finished watching it.
No.
I mean, it's very cute. I like watching it when they do it live, but it's so
Hmm.
long.
Mm,
Yeah, as you can see,
That's
I'm not
fair.
a fan of the long songs.
mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Attention's
yeah.
fine.
Meanwhile, I feel like the Seijaki no Boryoku, I think, like, they did something with, like, it kind of went somewhere, the song, which I like
Mm.
a lot.
Yeah, it's like only like a 4-minute song, right? So it's not.
There's
How
more
long was
variety and
Natsuno
there's, like,
Chikamichi?
hills and valleys, so,
Mhm.
like, you get to listen to it longer.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, it's
I
a
don't
whole
remember
minute
those songs.
shorter, and it's like, yeah, it's got a little bit more going on, dude.
Zoomer
Mm.
attention span. No, I mean, I'm okay. Like, some of my favorite songs are, like, 9 minutes, but because they change things throughout the song.
Yeah,
But then,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
some of these idol songs, they just don't change the whole time, and I'm just like, "I gotta close out the tab.
yeah.
It's
Uh-huh.
taking too long to get anywhere."
Mhm.
Jimmy,
Uh,
what are your standouts?
dude, definitely. I hot take. Drone Senkaichu is still my favorite song from this.
No,
All right,
Jimmy, no, it can't be your favorite
dude.
one out of this whole single.
It's okay. Start over. I can say is objectively the better song. Right. Like I think the production's better. There's just way more layers. It's just
Mhm.
more of a like a complex listen. You get more meat to chew on, right? Like
Hmm.
you listen to it. There's like so many things to like kind of like appreciate, right? So it's definitely the better put together song. But Drone Senkaichu is just like that. That's like crack cocaine for me. All right, like I I, I will never like if I'm driving and Drone Senkaichu is playing and somebody skips, I will pull the car over.
Oh, no, just
You
to
know what
pull
I
the car
mean?
over on me.
Let's open the door. You know where to go. All right, like that. I will ride or die for Drone Senkaichu. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's that melody is just so infectious. It's so fun. I like I don't know. This is like it reminds me of what like as I've become a idol fan over the years. Obviously, my taste has grown and my palette has grown, and I enjoy the plethora of different styles you get from idol music. But this brings me back to what I got into it for. You know
Mm.
what I mean? It's just it's so yeah fun, uplifting, like in a weird sense, like pure, I guess. You know, like just like this like okay if you listen to the lyrics, it's a little sketch. I'll give it that, but like you know, like if I forget for a moment that it's like old man Akimoto Yasushi writing this, right? If I just let that go,
Uh-huh.
and in my imagination, imagine it's like a girl the age of like the member singing it. It's almost very pure, you know. It's like very like romantic and idealistic. And I don't know. I just like I'm just like oh, it's just it's I don't know. I can't. I it's a hot take, but it's my favorite song. Kaze no Oto is also just is a banger. I'll throw ass that song any day of the week. Um, yeah, I don't know. I actually enjoy all of the songs off of the single.
Mm.
I don't think there was any that I was like, this ain't it, Chief. You know, sorry, someone in chat. um, like was it the Ishun no Uma, I thought was also very enjoyable,
Mm.
right? It's got like kind of like I don't know. It's one of those songs I listen to and I like to imagine what it would be like live at a concert. And I definitely feel like it's one of those songs that like it just has that vibe. You know, I can almost even just imagine all the members just kind of walking through the dome tour, just waving to everybody as the song's playing, dude. And it's like one of those moments, dude. I don't know.
Mm.
I'm very happy with this single. I'm so happy that it did so well because it's like, yeah, I don't know. If I had to choose one song to show, like a Sakurazaka song to show somebody, I would pick Start Over easily.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We showed my friend Justin, who I do like a separate podcast, not idol related, and we had like a random catch up stream on last Wednesday, and I was like, chat was just sending him random videos to watch, so he watched Start Over, and he's like, dude, that song has been on like heavy repeat for me since we watched it, and I think it's got that good appeal, you know.
Mm.
Sorry, that's been my long rant on Start Over. I don't know, I think I hit this point with Sakurazaka where I was just barely hanging on by a thread as a fan, like I was
Oh,
just
really?
like, yeah, I was just like, I need them to put out something that like hits for me.
Mm.
I feel like their past few releases, I've been having to convince myself to like, in a sense, like Sakurazuki, I'm like, oh, it's not bad. It's just the timing's bad, like it's just too many songs right now are too slow, mid-tempo ballady. That's the only
Mm.
problem. I'm sure if I listen to enough, I'll like it, like I'll have to like kind of negotiate with myself, but then Start Over, like the first listen, I was just like, yes,
Yeah, just objectively. Mhm.
Mm.
Mm.
Tam, what is your
Um,
opinion on Doron?
On what? On Drone? I thought it was cute. I think
Like,
the
if you
music
give it a
video was
rating,
nice.
how much would you give it?
I need to really listen to it.
Oh, so you already forgot it. Interesting. I see.
I mean, I remember the chorus, but I just don't remember the verses.
Mm.
but
I
would you
have to
say like,
I have to let you
go
guys
ahead.
know, I don't really listen to that much I don't listen to that many songs in my free time. I watch the music videos with the
That's fair. That's
song.
very
When
fair.
I listen
Yeah.
to things in my free time, it's audiobooks. I don't listen to that much music.
Yeah, that's fair. I just think, all right. Let me just give you some context. I guess this is our debate. Obviously, as you can probably tell, I love Drone Senkaichu. I think I gave it a 9 or something,
Mm.
right? Which is fair. I think that's okay. I can see people being like, that's way too high, right? Like for some people, but like for me, when a song hits, it hits. Josh gave it a 4, and I
Mhm.
think that's just unreasonable. I think he's trolling.
I
Like
think it's a bit of a troll. I think it's better than before for
I
sure.
I think it's one of the weaker songs in the single.
Mm. Okay.
I I think you're wrong. um, right. Yeah, it's definitely if you guys are watching this on YouTube and you haven't already given it a listen, make sure you give the whole single a listen. Let us know
Mhm.
what your thoughts are in the comments. Let us know what songs stuck out to you. Do you throw ass to Kaze no Oto like I do?
Boo.
Are you does Ishun no say was it Ishun no Uma come on and you just get into your feelings? Let us know.
Yeah, or is
But
Jimmy just
yeah,
overhyping Drone? Yeah, you never know. Let us know.
I like okay. If you overhyping, possibly that might have been my bad, but it is that good to me. But anyways, yeah. So, great job, Sakurazaka46, and just in case I praise them a little too much, we got some new covers for their Blu-ray. Yeah. So, the well, it was the third tour just recently. The Blu-rays are now coming out for their second tour, 2022. The As You Know tour, right? This includes the Sugai Yuka graduation ceremony. And so yeah, we got the covers for that. Hmm.
They
I
are
saw
epically bad.
I'll say the only
Hmm.
thing missing is the transform option where they squish the text. That's the only thing that was missing here. They don't have been an A plus.
Dude, or 3D text, Josh. Huh?
Oh, there we
Huh?
go. Like
Ooh.
word art.
Yeah, the word art. Get the rainbow gradient tool on the
3D, get that
It's like the gradient isn't even consistent.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
right, it
yeah.
isn't. I just noticed that. What is-
It's
Dude, what's going
epically
on
bad.
here?
It is literally
Why?
the ugliest thing they have ever produced.
And the text in different positions too. What's
It
going on
is
here?
it is so bad. It is like offensive. It is I cannot stress enough how terrible this is.
Okay, what makes me so upset is like look at the actual photos themselves,
They're
right?
so
Right?
good.
They're so good. Like if I was a photographer and I saw these, I'd be like, "Yo, no, I'm taking these back. I'm taking these back." Like, what is like? Who presents this to the like executives, and they're just like, yes, print it, print it.
This is
It's
one of the few
fine."
times I don't think they presented it.
Yeah, dude, they're just running out of time, dude. It's so I feel like I could literally do this in like 2 minutes. You know what I
It is
mean?
offensively bad. Like
Yeah.
I try not to be too negative when it comes to Sakuzaka, but it is so bad. It is terrible. Nothing positive to say except for the photo choice.
Yeah, yeah. The
You mentioned that
photos look
gradient
great
edition.
though, dude.
The
Like,
photos
what is
look
Yeah,
great.
the DVD limited ones, dude? Ooh, look at that, dude. You know, like everyone's got their like their servant pose. You know,
Mm.
they're all Joseph like Joe stars in here, dude.
mhm.
Um, yeah, we got the limited edition, regular edition Blu-rays, dude. You got the cage,
Yeah,
thing.
nice angle on there.
Everything looks cool, dude. The limited edition, regular edition DVD, right? Got the wide angle of the platform. Everything looks
Mhm.
great. It's just, man.
You could have literally just made the cover the photo, no text, and it would have been better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Or even just make it like I was like, okay, make make the cover the just the whole photo, like edge to edge,
Yeah,
and then small text on the side, small text on the
yeah,
upper like
Mhm.
corners or something, right? Um, easy, done.
yeah.
Would have taken just as much effort, and by as much I mean like zero effort, and looked way better than this. You know, like
Mhm.
this is almost a crime because it feels like they went out of their way to be ugly. You know?
No, this is
Where are the
the
blues?
worst thing. This is almost as bad as the last Kayaki album. Do you guys
Oh,
remember? With the
the
triangle and all
swirly.
the swirly text.
Yeah, yeah.
At least this uses an image. At least this has an image on it to kind of make it a little bit better, but this is the worst thing since that cover.
Mm,
Mm.
I'm trying to find the that Zaka jacket cover. But yeah, this is very very unfortunate, which because I know the contents are going to be good, it
Mm.
just seems like oh, excuse me.
I still can't get over the
Oh,
difference in
excuse me.
Bless
blues.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
A different gradient is so bad. It's not it's
Like,
uh,
Why? Y'all couldn't have just made a template, dude, like
they clearly couldn't even make a template. They're just the text is on different positioning, the gradient is
yeah.
inconsistent.
I I feel like I've made lazier podcast thumbnails that look nicer than these. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sad because like the content's gonna be good.
Mhm.
And yeah, like the photos themselves look great. Just uh yeah, man. Like I'm just honestly hoping that like the people who are gonna buy this are already gonna buy it anyways. You
mm.
know what I mean? Like,
But if someone sees it on the shelf, like, oh, I was thinking about getting the new, the new tour. Looks at it, maybe not this one.
well,
I
because
feel
that's
like
what
if
I
I
mean. Like, okay,
I feel like if I bought it, I would print out a photo and just glue it
Yeah, yeah.
on. I
there
would
you
vandalize it.
go. Yeah, because I feel like that's the thing is like most people buy these as a collector items
Mhm.
more
Mhm,
so than to like watch them, right? Like
mhm.
even though I own physical Blu-rays, I still watch like the versions I download, because it's just like okay, it's easier. It's on my hard drive. I don't have to like get stuff out, get my
Yeah.
physical Blu-ray player, plug it into my my computer. Like I could
Mhm.
just and so it's just more convenient. But I like having these just to like as like collector's items.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, I
just
agree.
appreciate the uh the packaging and everything, right? And so it's just that's why I think that's why for me this is such a huge bummer, you know.
Mhm.
It's almost like they wanted to save money on the designer. So one of the management was like, "Oh, I used Photoshop before, but the last time they used Photoshop was CS2," and they tried their hand on the new one.
Bro, this isn't even CS2. This is MS Paint, bro. Like he just took that's why the gradient's uneven, dude. It wasn't a gradient fill. It was a spray can tool, dude.
Sprinkle, yeah.
Oh man. I just oof. Big oof. But you know what? Will I buy it? Probably. Whatever. I don't care anymore.
Just flip it to the
So
backside.
defeated. Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe the back covers will be nice. And you're gonna have the deluxe photo booklet. Maybe I'll take that out and just
Oh, yeah.
put it in front of the cover,
Uh-huh.
you know? Um, so yeah, you know what? I almost want to start a contest. If you guys want to make a better cover and tag me in Discord,
I mean, it's not gonna be that hard.
I'll feature it in next week's episode. All right. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the Sakurazaka news. We're gonna move on to some Nogi Zaka news. This is a little bit older, but this news came out right after our last episode. We've been gone for 2 weeks,
Oh,
so
dang, yeah.
uh, what is it? Kind of bittersweet news, I
Mm,
suppose. Um, we've got a photo book announcement, and I say bittersweet because I think normally I would be very excited about this news, but just with the way everything's gone down and the reason why we're getting it. It's a little bit of a bummer, but we are getting the Seira Hayakawa graduation commemorative photo book. It's going to be releasing on August 29th. Um, this was also shot out in Singapore. So hey, we're continuing the streak of location shoots,
yeah.
no longer
Finally.
yeah, no longer filmed in the various cities of Tokyo, like yeah, we've actually got her in a location. The previews so far look really nice. The colors look really nice.
Mm,
Sarah herself looks very gorgeous. She looks
Mhm.
glowing. Um, yeah, I don't know. We've got the social medias for it available. It's gonna be twitter.com/Sarah underscore Singapore for anyone who nope, I'm not on Twitter on this browser, so too bad. But yeah, so you can give it a follow there. It's shot by what is it, Suguru Kumaki, who
yeah.
has shot a few Sakamichi photo books before. He did Nanase's first Shashinshu, not
No,
her
her
first
first
photo
photo book.
books.
Her first photo book, not first Senshin.
First, oh, sorry, yeah, I looked at the thing. It said photo collection. My bad. So a first photo book,
Mm.
right? Not
Which came out
Shashinshu. Okay.
after she graduated, which is actually really
Oh,
good if
okay.
you guys haven't seen that.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
that one. That one's a good. Yeah, I think the based on the photographers, based on the photographers like past things. Like I like Nibu's first, and I like Nanas's photo collection. So
Mhm.
I would buy it. Also, because I like
Yeah.
Sarah. But I think the previews look pretty good. I'm
Mhm.
glad that the shot in Singapore looks nice. The colors look nice. Um, yeah.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
guess
I
I
go ahead.
sorry. I
I
guess
was gonna say I
one
perused.
suggestion.
Oh,
All right, I'll go.
Yeah, go, Josh.
Good pictures, good photographers so far. Take it away.
Okay. I mean, it's not what I'm going to talk about is not about about the photo book, the content of the photo book. So you could go first.
okay. I was just gonna say I looked through the photographer's Instagram. They've done like a lot of like magazine shots. I
Mm,
thought were very nice.
mm.
So outside of the photo books, I believe they've done like a lot of like no shoots and things like that.
Oh, nice.
Um,
See this side
yeah,
piece
yeah.
first photo book.
Huh?
No, nothing. It's just see this side piece first photo book. NMB.
Hmm. Yeah. So Yeah, definitely just based on previous works. I think this is one that I think is pretty safe for people to be kind of excited for. But yeah, you were gonna say Tam?
Oh yeah, so basically I was gonna say like um I think one thing that about this announcement makes me think that when she announced her graduation, it was something that had been on her mind for a while and not
Mm,
because of the
Yeah,
whole situation that happened. Um, so that makes me feel a bit better about her graduation. Not that it's not bittersweet, because she must have. I mean, it seemed like she must have had like some, internal conflict about what was going on with
mhm.
just like the management and stuff like that. But I'm kind of happy that she's able to leave on a on a more positive note by like getting this photo book, and then I guess we're going to talk about it soon, like her graduation ceremony and that kind of thing. So
yeah, yeah. I agree. I think I was like pretty shaken up from like the initial
Mm,
graduation announcement.
yeah, me
Right?
too.
Like I think yeah, just with the context of everything happening recently, we're not gonna don't need to go on a whole long thing about that. We already did. So if you guys are curious what we're talking about, there is a previous episode.
yeah.
We actually used a lot of Tam's tweets about the situation. Thank you, Tam,
Uh-huh.
for summarizing it so concisely for us. But yeah, I don't know. It was very like it. I almost like was gonna just be done with Nogi. I think at that point. But then yeah, I think it was just mainly like, okay, I still don't know exactly why she's graduating. And yeah, I think as time has kind of moved pushed forward, it seems very much like yeah, it seems like she was probably planning to graduate before. So I think that's literally the only reason why I'm still like, okay, probably gonna keep supporting or following Nogizaka and covering them on this podcast, right? Because yeah, it's kinda hard to, like, wanna still follow a group after something if,
Mm,
something like that happened, right, where she got ousted because of
yeah.
basically trying to for being a whistleblower and looking out for
Mhm.
other members and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, it must have been more like she was planning on graduating anyway, so she wanted to shine light on the
On her way out.
situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, so, yeah, so let's keep kind of, yeah, tangentially related, but yeah, so they did announce a, Seira graduation ceremony. I think maybe this is why I mixed up Kageyama's with being part of their tour earlier
Mm.
because
Mm.
so Seira's graduation ceremony will be part of Nogizaka's tour, their what is it, their Manatsu no Zenkoku tour. Her graduation ceremony will be on during the Osaka performance on
Oh.
July 13th. So they also said in addition on the YouTube channel, the Nogizaka Haishinchu channel, they're going to be doing a video for Sarah's graduation ceremony and a behind the scenes video later.
Mm.
Exactly what that means, we don't know. I think it would be nice to get like a live stream of this, but we will see.
Yeah, it could help
Um,
show the support of like, "Oh, hey, look, we're showing this. We're doing a live stream. We're doing all this content behind it just to, like, show our support." I mean, that could be a nice little addition that they do. Now whether it's,
yeah.
Yeah.
like, intentional or whether it's to make up for stuff, that we'll never know.
Mhm. Sorry, someone in chat said the BTS video is gonna be Sego moments. Please no, dude. This man's on a this I'm gonna like this man's on a personal list, dude. It's on site list, dude.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. It's rough. I think the graduation from entertainment as a whole, I think is hitting me kind of hard. But you know what can you do? I definitely will be watching that video just to send her off. Just yeah, wish her the best with wherever she goes from here.
Mhm. Oh, chat said it's tomorrow. So, there we go.
Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, Japan time, right? So it's
Mhm.
a day ahead for us. Um okay, last bit of news. Kind of interesting. This was on Model Press, but not on the Nogizaka website for some reason. But either way, we've got the title announcement as well as the covers for Tamura Mayu's new photo book. So yeah, the title is gonna be Koi ni ochita shunkan, dude. We've got the what is it? This is 7net. This is the Rakuten, the what is it, Kino? And then the is this the no, this is just a offshot, right? Yeah, these are just offshoots. And then I think the
Mm.
regular version is at the very top. Yeah, what do you guys think? Any of the covers stand out for you guys?
Not really.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's very I think my initial thought is God, the exposure is very high on these. Like
I mean, she looks pretty, but it's just, yeah. I think the from like the previews and stuff like that, not particularly. I mean, she looks nice on the previews, but some of the photos, like just the exposure is so bright, I couldn't even tell it was her.
Mm.
yeah. There's been a few that didn't look like this the it's like the exposure and like the post processing on her face, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like
There's like
the
one
Rakuten
photo.
one is bad, dude. That one is she looks like melted ice cream, you know what I mean? Like you could tell
God.
you could tell that there's a pretty person underneath that filter, but man, it's like just you know.
Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah. There's like one photo where she looks like Shiro Mamiru, and there's like one photo where she looks like Katoshi. Like I can't even tell who it is anymore with all the exposure on the face. But I mean, she looks
Mhm.
Yeah.
pretty. It's just like I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like it's gonna sell very well because like Maya is a very popular member,
Mhm.
but
That's my
I'm not
thing though. Okay.
particularly drawn to anything about this photo book.
Mhm.
And like I saw like Sarah's previews. I'm like, this looks great, and then like, I see this, and I'm just like,
Right.
Mm,
photo.
yeah.
That's a photo book. That is indeed a photo book.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is like the what is it, the 7net one is so bad, dude. It like it
Wh
almost looks like
which is the
a
7 one?
it's the one I have up on stream right now,
Oh,
Josh.
no, okay, sure.
It's the one that's
Oh.
just 7net underneath. I don't know how to describe it because they're all just close-ups of her face. You know what I mean? It's all
Oh.
the
Yeah,
same,
yeah.
but like it makes me think of like how anime like a lot of manga faces are rendered, you know, where it's like it's just 2 dots for the nostrils, you know, you just get the eyes and then lips, like
Mhm.
it's like, "Dude, what happened to her nose, bro? It's
Uh-huh.
gone."
I think it's the cheekbones for me, like, all the photos, like, kinda removed her cheekbones, and I feel like that's such a defining feature for her.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I think it's kind of unfortunate because, yeah, I think the Tamura Mayu visuals are there. I'm sure this is a book probably a lot of people are excited for, but man, these previews just ain't it for me, you know? Like I don't know who I have to petition, but like God, can we have some skin texture in these photos, dude? Like
Yeah. Oh my god. That reminds me of that one photo of Katoshi. She looked like
it's so
the
bad.
like cover.
So bad.
Oh, like literally just everything was blurred.
Uh-huh.
Dude, it looked like instead of using like a patch tool or a clone tool to like do her skin correction, they just used a straight up brush tool. You know,
Yeah.
they just
Just
color
you
selected
got her
the her
skin
skin
color.
tone
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just painted, dude, you know?
Oh man,
Like,
I wish
oh god.
I still have that tweet. It's somewhere lost in my. I think I posted it in circles though. So oh, there
Mhm.
it is. Yeah, the one Adam Sandler like the click cover, just like smooth, completely smooth.
Dude, these like I don't know. It's sad was like I'm like I expect these from like you know the gravure magazines like
Yeah.
Shunkan Playboy or something like okay fine whatever like you're always gonna get really bad touch ups on those you know where like
Hmm.
they just have no semblance of their own face but like in a photo book like the whole point of your buying that photo book is for the model right like
Mhm.
Right.
like if I'm
Yeah.
buying this photo book it's I'm buying because I like Tamura Mayu I want to see Tamura Mayu I don't want to see like just a generic face that's been painted over white.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, unfortunate. But dude, sorry, I'm on the Model Press website. I'm clicking on all of these previews, just like, come on, there's got to be one with some
The one with the
skin
sunset and her in
texture.
a black dress doesn't
Yeah,
even
I
look
just
like her at
that's
all.
so bad,
Does
dude.
not even look like her at all.
Oh, dude, who is that, dude?
As I was saying, it looks like anyone but Tamura Mayu.
It's like they
Mhm.
mistakenly put this one in here or something.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna like I'm like half scrolling, and it's gonna be like some like Niji Cone member I've never heard of before. I'm like, oh, okay. They got mixed up in here, dude. But yeah, um, it's not it, dude. It's not it. And someone in
Nope.
chat saying like Gravy and Photobooks don't have the same photo editors, but they don't. They do have different photo editors, dude. Like you know,
Well, it depends on
we
who publishes it.
who's publishing it, right? That's gonna be
Yeah.
the biggest thing. But I mean, we were literally just looking at previews of what is it,
There.
Seira's,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
you know, it do be nice when it looks like Seira, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It starts getting weird when you're like erasing like laugh lines and things like that. It's like
Mm.
because then like there's no indication of like any expression on their face anymore, dude.
Mm. Yeah, like, this is art to it, but this is just too much.
But yeah, that is going to be it for all of the news this week.
Oh,
Hey, so you know what that means? We're going to take a quick break and we're going to be right back with the comments from last week's episode and the TV show highlights. And we're back. Hey, it is time for the highlighted comment of the week. Guess we're going to call it back by that, dude. But yeah, we it's been 2 weeks. You guys left a lot of comments on the previous episode. Thank you guys so much.
yeah.
Just for the sake of time, we're just gonna pick a few this week. But we do want to let you know that every single comment is deeply appreciated.
Yes.
Um,
Everyone is red.
mhm. So first one is from Insomnia 1999. I saw this tweet regarding Sakurazaka46 single first week sales from Billboard. Nobody's Fault 414,000, Band 405,000, Nagare-dama 407,000, Samidareyo 452,000, Sakurazaki 395,000. Start Over with 523,000. Sales don't necessarily indicate how good a song. Oops, forgot to show. Sales don't necessarily indicate how good a song or PV is, but it will certainly communicate to management which way the group should go to become more profitable. I highly rated Start Over, unlike a certain Slope Club panelist. No name mentioned. Ahem, ahem. It's not you, Jimmy. Thank you. I'm
Wait,
smiling
I like
happily.
Start Over.
I'm smiling happily that it is a commercial success for the group. And despite our difference in taste, I very much value Josh's viewpoint. Great job on the podcast again.
I like Start
Thanks.
Over. What does that mean? I like Start Over.
Oh man. Yeah. I think
Measure
we
9
agree.
thumbs up on that.
Yeah. I think Start Over as far as the A side was universally
Yeah, we
liked.
both rated it 10s.
Mhm. You're probably thinking of his opinion, his very wrong opinion on Doron Senkai Chu, but it is what it is. Um, we got a comment from Gilbert Blythe 1011. Josh giving a song score of 10 had me laughing out loud, but then a 4?
And there's a
Yes,
theme
that is
here.
4 exclamation marks. That's exactly how I feel.
Noticing a theme
Yeah,
here.
yeah. All right, we got one more. I'm gonna keep it kind of short. Uh, from Desert Raven Gamer, thank you. Always leaving the comments. I
Mhm.
also enjoyed Drone Senkaichu, but I felt it sounded more like AKB than Sakurazaka. At least the sound of the A side. Song 8, PV7. For Nogizaka's new single, it's an all center front line with the rookie center in the true center. It would be cool to see a Now Mao combo there, but why take anyone out? Just add another member. Who says there has to be a limit of 20? Um, I agree. I just, if we can just throw in another member, why not? But I do disagree in the sense that, like, I think when they get too many members, um you're just going to like it becomes this problem of like nobody gets enough screen time. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like
yeah, that's
so
true.
I think you do want to limit it, right? When you start having all member PVs, it's like at that point, no, it's like that saying, if everybody's special, nobody's special. Like if everybody's in the PV, you're not going to see anybody, right?
I'll call it a comment. This is for the recent Himari eating snacks video.
Okay, hold on,
It's
let
from
me.
our boy Danny, and well, I
Mm-hmm.
think it's our Danny. They say Himari told Jimmy to eat more vegetables, but then she told him to eat Twinkies for breakfast. Which one is it, Himari? I noticed that too when I was editing. I was like, why'd she say eat the Twinkie? Really? She's like, eat vegetables.
She just meant for me, dude, to eat more what is it? More vegetables, dude. She
Mm,
just, she cares about my health, dude. I appreciate
mm,
that, dude. I appreciate that. The homie looking out for the homie, dude. You
there we
know.
go.
But yeah. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you watch this video. It was a lot of fun. I think we all had a lot of fun shooting it, and I think I would like to think that comes across in the video.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
give that a watch. Okay. Without much further ado, it's time for the TV show highlights.
Oh,
Hey, you watch anything this week, Mr. Box? Whether it be
I
the
did.
regular shows. Oh, okay. Well, anything extra besides the regular shows?
Yes, I watched. I had the link up and then I closed it for some reason.
Oh.
I watched this one show where they're showing like people doing art to see like their secret talent. So they brought like
Mm-hmm.
4 different Japanese celebrities, let's say, and they had to. Jimmy will like this episode. They had to paint their hands or their feet, and then stamp on a piece of paper, and then they have to draw something out of it. So the first person went up. They did okay. They got third place. No, they got second place. No, the first person went up. They were good at drawing, and I was like, oh, this person's definitely gonna get first place. Get second place.
Oh.
In the chairs left, we have this one guy. We have Itano Tomomi and Yumiki. So the next person, oh, let's see what fourth place is. Itano goes up. Sorry, you're last place. And then like there's like this artist like saying, oh, you should have done this and this, and then draws it out. It's like, oh, that's beautiful. And then it's like, all right, let's see who's gonna get first. Yumiki now getting
Ooh,
first,
Pog Champ, dude.
and it's like it was her hand like going like this, and then she like drew like sumo wrestlers like throwing each other, and then the artist saw it. He's like, oh, this is just good, like just good. Like whoever did this is a genius. Everyone's like, huh? You with Yumiki? Yumiki's like, huh? So yeah,
uh,
definitely recommend watching that one.
see, to be honest, I thought you're like, oh, Jimmy would definitely like this because like, oh yeah, dude, I always like art episodes, dude. I always like drawing. Disappointed. I am disappointed.
I also watched
Uh,
the Honos in Arioshi E, and there's a funny
mm-hmm.
segment. Like this is the only highlight from it that I saw because they played Among Us, and that game's already old, and I didn't watch it. And
Not the Amogus, dude.
and they were walking, as they always do in the beginning. They walk through town, just like exploring different stuff, and then like
Mm-hmm.
they're all walking, and then she like ends up in the back a little bit, and then Arioshi's like, "Yo, what are you doing in the back?" Oh, I get it. You're an idol. You don't want to get cut by the sun, right? Let's go buy you an umbrella. So they take like a detour. She's like, "No, I don't want an umbrella." So they just go through like try to find an umbrella for her. She's like, "No, I don't
Mm,
need it." So yeah,
that's funny.
those are my 2 things I
Uh,
watched.
okay. I only watched two things as well. I watched the things on YouTube because it's so easy for me,
Oh,
right?
easy.
Like so obviously there's Nogizaka Haishin channel. They had like the K-On!
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
OP recreation episode, right? I think it was Kaki,
That's
Shibata
cute.
Yuna,
Hmm.
Semi Array, Tamura Mayu, and Tsutsuya Ayame. very cute. Kind of not super spectacular, but it was cute. It's still very enjoyable. Um, I there was on Hinatazaka channel. It was Higashimura Mei and Sasaki Kumi going to a batting cage.
Yeah.
Uh, I kind of want to watch. I want to go to a batting cage now because those girls were terrible, and I'm just like, is it that much harder than I think, or were
It
they
takes
just
some
bad?
getting used to for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm like, dude, see, because I feel like I wouldn't be that bad, but who knows? Maybe I would be that bad, and so I want to go so I can have an appreciation. I'd be like, okay,
You caught a little by surprise by how like it just shoots out.
mm,
Like if it's someone
mm.
throwing it, you kind of see where their arm's going.
Oh, you see them? Yeah, yeah, yeah. True.
But when it's just like a random hole just firing a ball, you're like, oh, you get a little
Yeah.
spooked.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, either way we should go. And then last thing I watched, this YouTube video just showed up on my feed. As we know, our girl Saito Asuka graduated, not too long ago. She put out a photo book, and yeah, I stumbled upon a photo book review of it, and I was like, oh, cool! I haven't watched one of these in a while, and yeah, it was very nice. It was like an in-depth kind of like look at the photo book from like more of
Oh,
like a
why did it take me
photographer's
so long for me to realize
standpoint.
what you're talking about? I was just like, oh, must be some Japanese YouTuber.
Yeah, that was over on the Josh Box channel. So hey guys, the Josh Box channel, it lives. If you guys want to see Josh's thoughts on that, make sure you go over there and check it out. Definitely thought it was I did enjoy your video, Mr. Box.
A flash from the past.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Natsukashi as hell, dude. But anyways, let's get into the show, shall we? We got the 3 regular shows. We got Hinatazaka de Aima Show. This week we got some more gambling, dude. The derby is on. The members, we have like the panelists, right? It's the Mikuni, Kosaka now, Nibu, and Matsudo Konaka. And they bet on the members, dude. Like
Yeah.
they have to do certain thing. Oh, who do you think is going to do it the best, right? Like the what is it, the mozoku speed eating, right,
Speed
was
eating,
was
yeah.
a thing.
The shots.
um yeah, yeah, the
Still waiting for Manafi to
not
go to
suck.
the plate.
Yeah, 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 say me too, dude, me too. uh No, she knew. She was taking her time, dude, because she's like, the longer I take to do this, the more screen time I
Ooh,
get.
5 head.
Yeah, yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like they're rewarding her bad behavior though.
I see,
Like
I
you
see.
that's when you gotta just fucking digest that shit, dude.
Yeah, yeah, look, yeah. I think you're right.
Mhm.
Good point.
Yeah, and then after that we had like the ping pong lifting, right? But then it was like, with the obstacles, you got the acupressure mats, like some
Oh yeah.
like fitness balls around and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Susie in true Susie fashion sabotaging herself by trying to go extra, dude.
Good,
She's
good.
like,
I
oh,
would
I'm
have
gonna
done the
trick.
same thing. I would have done the
Yeah,
same thing just to mess
tries to
with
kick the fitness ball at somebody. It just
yeah.
hits a street like post instead, like
Uh-huh.
a cone, and then it just fucking it does absolutely nothing to anybody, but it fucks her up,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Uh, what is it? And then there's like the whole like find what's wrong with the room thing, like, so for example, uh I thought this was sneaky, dude. It was like, oh, they swapped out the cameraman's camera with
Oh
a
yeah.
giant flashlight, dude.
Uh-huh. But
Shit
he's
like
holding
that.
like the same way, right? So it's like
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
have to just look at it.
Just- yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, it's a funny episode. It's a fun episode.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah,
Any
recommended.
highlights for you, Mr. Box?
Um, I like I like the first challenge the most. Just because it was like, see what they do, especially because it isn't like a regular shot of water or like whatever. Just like they have to like struggle through
Mm,
it a little bit. So that was pretty
yeah,
fun
yeah,
one.
yeah.
And Susie
Yeah,
kicking the ball was like, "Ah, yes, this
mm,
is what we needed for this." Instead of them like trying to balance, like let's add some spice in there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I will say, watching what is it, Hiro, right? Hiro Honoka, like just
Mhm.
fucking tank
At the
all
end.
those
Uh-huh.
Mozukus, like as like a fucking boss. I was like, okay, she shot up my fourth gen
got some respect.
Hinatazaka rankings, dude. Yeah, dude. Um, well, fun episode. Definitely looking forward to more. The members are in hella debt now as far as cha-cha coins, dude.
Uh-huh.
So we'll have to see if they can
You're gonna have to get those back somehow.
see if they can climb out of this one.
Mhm.
Next we have Saku. Great episode. It's the quiz episode, right? Seeing how smart people are, like Tam
Mm.
mentioned earlier, dude. You know, she got to see Murai Yu since she was so at ego, but according to this, no, she got 20 out of 20, dude.
Humble.
But yeah, so we got like a big shake up in the rankings, obviously, right? Because the introduction of third gen. Most importantly, though, I'm very proud of my girl Fujiyoshi Kanen, dude. She has climbed up, dude. She was once in the Baka rankings, dude. She has moved all the way into like what is it? Like the Smarties, but I can't remember what her rank was exactly. Um
I don't remember.
yeah. She's just in the good half, I guess. Oh, I
Mhm.
think she was she's 8. She's 8.
8, okay, that's pretty high.
Mhm. Yeah, any standout parts for you, Mr. Box, from this one?
I like the well, of course, the English one because that's the easiest one to understand for us.
Mhm.
It was, the they had to, like, fill in the bubble of whatever the was the piano?
Oh, yeah, yeah, like playing violin or
Oh, it
something.
was violin, yeah, playing the violin.
Yeah.
Someone just wrote, "Nice." And
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, that's valid. They didn't say it had to be, like, a word limit,
Yeah. I mean, that is something someone would say, dude.
right?
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I think my favorite part was Kaden scored pretty high in I think it was like logic or science. I can't remember. She scored
I
really high
think it
in
was science,
something,
yeah.
and then they're like, "Yo,
Mita, yeah,
what?"
science.
Yeah, they're like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like you cheated, didn't you? You
Oh,
cheated,
yeah, yeah.
didn't you?" And she's like, No, dude." They're like, "Nah, she definitely cheated,
Uh-huh.
dude." She's like, "Nah, I sat next to Moria Rena, dude. There's no way." And they're like, "Oh, word,
Yeah, yeah.
no."
Rena's face is just like, "Huh?" That was good.
Like, I think the best part of that one was like when it was like revealed that she scored high or whatever.
Mhm.
Everyone was like, "Ain't no way,
Yeah.
dude!" And then like you just like the screen is just covered in like the members
Oh,
like
yeah.
saying like, "No, she fucking cheated. She fucking
Yeah,
cheated, dude."
yeah.
It's just so funny, dude.
Just the peanut gallery just going
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. It's fun watching Sakurazaka get a little rowdy like
Oh,
this,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
You
for
know.
sure. Like, usually
Mhm.
they're pretty, like, calm or, like it's usually just Matsuri just selling stuff, but then, like, when they're all, like, get up and do stuff, it's like, "Ah, yes, it's what we need."
Mhm. And then last but not least, we have Nogizaka, right? Uh Koji Chu. I'm
Mhm.
trying to remember what this week's episode was.
Not the bowling, because that's already done with.
Uh I'm slipping, dude. Why can't I remember? Oh, I'm not understand.
The prank.
It was the goofy ass pranks, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you, chat.
The whoopee cushion.
This was fun. This was so stupid, but it was so fun.
Uh-huh,
It's so immature, dude. It was
uh-huh.
just like they go into a room and they try to see how many fucking dumb childish pranks they can get onto whoever the target is, right? So it's like, oh, whoopee cushion prank, dude.
Mhm.
The beady beady pen, dude.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
the classics.
like
With the
yeah. Putting mensuyu into
oh, yeah.
their drink, dude. You
Uh-huh.
know, um, having a member hiding in a box pop out and scare them, dude.
Mhm, mhm.
Um,
What was your
the
favorite, grouping?
um, I'm trying to remember. There was a few.
I
I
like the
think.
Sakura one because they're pretty much just, like,
Oh,
throwing her in the situations the whole time.
yeah. They fucking go ham on
I
her,
know.
dude. It was.
Like, she isn't gonna do it herself, so we have to push her to do it.
Mhm.
Like, "Sit over here."
Yeah. That one was fun. I
Drink
feel
this.
like I really liked when Ume was pranking because she was
Oh.
like
Uh-huh.
really slick with it. You know
Mm,
what I mean?
mhm.
But yeah, I definitely I agree. Probably the Sakura one was the best. She also got the tub, right? The tub on her head.
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just to add,
That's so
add a little bit
stupid, but it's
extra on
always
top.
funny to me, dude. Um, yeah, it's a good episode to watch.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's hard to sum up though, but like that it doesn't. It's like one of those episodes that doesn't take anything to explain. You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah. You
mean?
can watch it without subs and like understand all of it pretty
Yeah.
much.
It's like okay, bitty bitty pen. It's gonna be fucking funny.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
The whoopee cushion is what got me, dude. That's
I like
so
how I like how
childish,
I like
dude.
how Ray just kept on sitting on it. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
oh."
she's like, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
That wasn't me. Yeah. Ray's hella cute, dude.
Mhm.
Fun episode, definitely fun. Fun
Yeah.
episodes this week.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, but yeah, I think that's it for the TV show highlights, right?
Mhm.
Means that's it for this week's episode. Hey,
Oh.
thank you guys so much for watching. It's been kind of a long episode. Make sure you guys drop a comment if you're watching on YouTube. Say thank you, Tam, for hanging out with us to
Mhm.
go back and recap 2 weeks worth of news, dude. You got, let us know what you think about some of these new PBs. Are you guys going to be picking up Seiras? You guys going to pick up that sick Sakurazaka Blu-ray jacket cover? Or are you guys hyped on these Hinatazaka releases? Let us know what you think, but we'll catch you guys in the next video.